Wait. Hold on a second. Something's missing. I think it's... Ah, there we go. Hi, kids. Oh, let's see who we got in the chat today. Thank you for the host, Rick. Hi, Ezoob. Hi, Rick. Hi, Zero. Hi, Kaz. Hi, Sad Boy. No spoilers, Sad Boy. Hi, Chance. I tried to say your name, but my throat didn't want to agree with me. Just went down the list, yeah. How's everyone doing? Beautiful peoples. Let's see. What's up, Slipknot? I'm googling how to get a virtual streaming avatar. Oh, there's a. You're talking about like instead of like a face cam, you just have like a thing up there, or do you mean like these streaming avatars? Because I totally had them up already. See, Happy appears, and so do the stream avatars. She had to come and let them in. Hi, sweetness. How are you doing? She's missed me all day. You missed your mama, didn't you? Yes, you did. Only the nose, never the mouth. Puppy! Yes, puppy. Alright, go play. Love you. Anywho, I don't like. There's a face rig. Face rig is a really popular one, Zero, that people use. There's actually a streamer I know who uses it pretty regularly. I can link you to her if you'd like. I think that will work. Yeah, that's hers. I think she's live now. She does a lot of stream raiders lately, but she's been doing a lot of different things. She used to do her avatar a lot. She might still, I don't know, because she kind of does mostly stream raiders and a bunch of other stuff now, so. She used to play DBD a lot, so. Yeah. Do. There's no better way to make sure I smile than a puppy. Hi, Skull. Looks like she's doing stream raiders right now. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while since I've checked in on her. I don't know if she still does her avatar. I don't know if she still plays DBD, but she used to play a lot of Dead by Daylight. She called herself the best hook warmer in the Oceanic, so, which I totally agree with, because she got hooked a lot. She was a Survivor main, which is kind of funny because her fiance is probably the best killer main ever on Dead by Daylight. Like, he is the epitome of senpai, as far as I'm concerned. Like, I look up to and idolize Fungoose, so. I'm still pissed about The Last of Us 2. Well, do me a favor, sad boy. Take it elsewhere. I'm not here to discuss the ins or outs of it right now. I find it to be, most people can't seem to be objective about it any more than anything else. That everybody seems to be getting upset, and I'm gonna come to say fuck you bad people and hug good people. Well, hopefully everybody here gets hugs. Hi, Mandy. Base rig is $15 US. Yeah. Well, it's gonna cost, but once you actually have the app, I think you can find free modules for it that'll give you the avatar that you want. So that's the word I was looking for. Everyone here gets hugs. Well, good. It's good to be bad. Agree to disagree? Jacob! Hi!
Hi.
I've been sitting here talking to the audience the entire time and you barely said a word.
Correct.
Why?
Reasons.
Are you sad? I know why. But I'm not gonna get into it, but at the same time.
Like I said, more annoyed than sad.
I haven't even seen the trailer for the game. I just heard of it a few days ago. What's worse is they don't have multiplayer. Well, okay, there's two things being said there that I disagree with. One, I think The Last of Us was overrated to begin with. Opinions? I think Red Dead Redemption's overrated. You know, most people disagree with me, so just my personal opinion, just my personal take on it. What's worse is they don't have multiplayer. Well, keep in mind that both that I don't believe The Last of Us had multiplayer until much later on. I could be wrong, but I think that was an expansion that was added later. Ooh, not Red Dead. Yeah, I've just never been a big fan of it. Red Dead Redemption, the first one came out. 2's a little better. There's at least more stuff in between. 1 just felt like I was riding from locale to locale, and there was maybe a bandit, maybe a wild animal in between, and it was just like, okay, here I do a thing. Back on my horse. All the way back over here. Okay, now I do a thing. Then it felt too fetch questy to me. The people who disagree with you are completely wrong and should have their heads tossed in a backed up toilet. Ew. And no, I didn't go that far. People are allowed to disagree with me. It's okay. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of games are overrated, fair. I think Star Wars is overrated.
Yeah, I'll go one step further with what Mustafa said. Really, every game is overrated to at least one person. Every good
Superman 64 is in no way overrated.
I said I was trying to correct myself and say good games anyway, and then you start talking. Simmer down.
So, did you... Boy. Who the fuck you talking to?
Chaos Eve.
That's what I thought.
I don't see anything wrong with what I did.
Multiplayer was pretty good. The first one had multiplayer with the game. Death Stranding message about reconnecting is way better than Last of Us 2 message about revenge is bad. Never heard of Gabriel Knight. Is it a good game? It is a 1993 Sierra point-and-click adventure game, like a classic. This is I never played Gabriel Knight specifically, but there was a lot of games from that era, and excuse me, especially Sierra games that I really loved back in the day. And so this one almost made my list as far as like my retro game night, but Polly wanted to do this on a night together. He came to me with this idea of like, hey, I know absolutely nothing about these point and click adventure games, but somebody told me that, you know, my Inquisitor, a friend Inquisitor, is like, hey, said I should play this, and I tried to play like the Dagger of Amun-Ra, which is a different, it's not Gabriel Knight, but it's a different point and click adventure game from around that same era. And he was like, I want you to teach me how to play this. And I'm like, okay, sure, we'll play it together and I'll teach you how to play. So on the subject of games, the return of Obra Dinn and COD World War II are pretty good. Point and click? Yes, point and click. Huggles Evie, Huggles Boss. Hi, Kefki. How you doing, sweetie?
Hey, Kefki.
Somebody got candy corn. Sierra, I haven't heard that name since Blizzard was good. I haven't heard. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. A long time. That's like Obi-Wan. Oh, so it's like the last point and click where you play it as a bad detective / author. Yeah, that is it. That's the exact same one. We're just playing it more. It's just more of it, so. The bad detective / author. That is the name of this game. And I've been sitting here running my damn mouth. Hi, Yolander. Did I miss seeing you when you come in? I'm sorry. No, he just came here. Okay. He just got here.
Hey, Yolander.
But, that said, I'm sitting here running my mouth, yakking, not putting my makeup on. How dare I keep you people waiting? Because I know what you're really here for is the game. At least I hope you're here for the game. If you're here for me, I don't know what's wrong with you. Obra Dinn might actually be a good game to stream. I've looked at it several times, and something has just never clicked with me to pick it up. But if you're recommending it, I might just. Less Jacob, more makeup. Alright, sad boy. I'm going to say this one last time. We're not talking about The Last of Us 2 anymore. We're moving on. It will not be streamed on this channel for, not because I have any problem with it, but because it is divisive. It is causing people to argue and fight, and I'm done. I'm done discussing it. I'm done having anything else to do with it. Because people want to pitch fits about it and make comments one way or the other, it's just, I'm done with it. Besides, I don't have a, well, I have a PS4, but I don't have a way to stream my PS4, so. Oh, I recognize Obra Dinn now. Had to look it up. Yeah, I can remember what it's about, but I'm not. I never. Something about it just didn't quite grab me the few times that I have seen it. So, because you don't have a PS4, I have a PS4. I just don't have a capture card in which to stream it to my OBS because I ain't doing it basic, bitch. I bring you guys I have a certain level of quality that I like to bring to a stream, and if I can't bring it, I get really upset with myself more than anything, so. I wish I could stream my Switch. I'd totally stream Bayonetta. You can, you just need a capture card. I don't have a capture card. Those things are anywhere from 75 to 150 bucks, easy. Streaming in PS4 is bad. Okay. Then you can do it. All hell, Queen of Chaos. Otherwise, why would you be here? Wait, why are we here? Where are we in the universe? I need a philosopher. Oh my goodness. Alright. Doot, doot, doot.
What is going on here?
Why is everything so quiet and the music so loud? I think it's just this particular song is loud. Hello?
What is going on here?
Hi, Fritz.
It's me.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Internal ones are hella expensive, but 0 frames lag. That's good. I would also stream my Assassin's Creed, or Animal Crossing Island for days on end. I just saw AC, and my first instinct when I see AC is like, oh, Assassin's Creed. Oh, that's not Assassin's Creed.
Yo, I got that new Assassin's Creed Island.
Look. I am fervently waiting for somebody to make a crossover game between Doom and Animal Crossing.
Well, I
It
feel
must
like
be
there'd
done.
Or one of them to break down and contact the other and be like, look, dude, the memes are too good. We gotta do something. We gotta give the fans something.
So
Like
what you're
have an
saying is
Isabella costume for Doom Guy, or
Doom
have
Guy
like
Smash.
Doom Guy costume pieces for your character to wear in Animal Crossing. Some like little reference to each other somewhere in the game. Please let that happen. No, this song is loud as fuck. If I ever put it on an album or something, I gotta remaster it. Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of which, Mustafa album when? Just add Doom Guy as a villager. See, Doom Guy as a villager would be great. He doesn't say much. He just kind of rip it there. Just like, great talking with you, Mr. Doom Guy.
This needs to happen now.
Doom Guy ripping tear my asshole before, am I right?
Look, I don't have to legally put up with your bullshit until Friday. Oh, wait. We're not going to be doing it Friday. Never mind.
What?
I told you that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do this for coming Friday. I have a thing to go to.
How dare you?
I would say so, but I would say what it is, but we're on air, and there's a slight possibility that the person who's involved in it might be watching. Slight, but
I see. I'm not that important to you, I see.
you are important to me, baby.
My
That's why.
cannibalism has to wait.
That's
another week.
why I was going to ask if we could reschedule. Do you want to do like an earlier Sunday afternoon stream, or do you work or something?
I'll get my schedule out.
I'm cooking up something, and this last song is a bitch and a half, and I've been working on it for months. Well, in that case.
Well, good thing it's off, because I wouldn't.
Whoever's on the call is super low, yeah.
I work early Saturday
It's because
morning
the
this
music
week
I got
anyway.
too loud.
I do work Sunday, but I'd be free to do it after I come home.
Oh, why is Fritz on 70%? You should be on 80 with everybody else. There you go.
I don't know. We got till later this week. We'll work something out.
Lion messaged me in Discord and said, "Mama Eve, if you are still playing Conan Exiles, when you finish, drop by and say howdy." I'll message him real quick.
Oh hell yeah! Meow.
Meow.
Look at that fucking ass.
Huh? Where?
That's a spongy ass if I ever saw one.
What are we talking about?
SpongeBob.
Your kink is not my kink?
Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated just came out today, so I'm gaming that right now.
And I was actually looking for my slime on the stream avatars. Poor Kefki. Come over to the dark side.
You know, why aren't you over here?
Probably because she's having trouble getting it to load again.
God damn it.
Just download better internet, Kefki. We told you this.
that simple.
Hey, Mustafa, you
It
grab
really
your
is.
furry outfit yet for Evo on VR chat? Wait, Evo is gonna be on VR chat? I've got some anime avatars. I mean, I totally have never played VR chat before.
I mean, I have, but I just don't have VR.
I don't either. I kind of thought maybe if I really want to get a VR headset, but the rigs are like to get a full rig, like I would like, easy $600, easy,
That's
and I'm just like, I don't have that to spend on that. I just don't.
I'm very tempted to drop the next stimulus check on that because I'm like, I got the PC to handle it now, and
Wait, we're getting another stimulus check?
that's word on the street. I'm just like,
I've not
it's-
actually officially heard anything about this.
It's just word on the street. So if it's true or not, I might end
I
up
don't
getting
think
that
so,
new.
'cause everybody's
Oculus.
going back to work, and the government's gonna be like, "No, we gave you your money already."
Yeah. That would be a bad idea to give me one because that would mean I would absolutely probably buy the Oculus Quest if I got another $1,200 to spend.
My problem is I have to move now. So if I have another $1,200 to spend, it'll be moving costs. Like, it'll basically just mean I don't have to go into debt. I have all of my money, which, by the way, I want to say thank you to all of you guys who have given donations and sent money in and stuff like that. I've kept all that money on my PayPal account, stashed away for a rainy day, and it's going to come back to help a lot. Because I've got a lot of money now. Not a lot, but I've got enough money to help take a chunk out of these moving costs. Thanks to you guys. All of your donations over the past year and stuff. I've not touched any of it. Well, I take it back. I did touch at the end of the year. But since the beginning of the year, everything that everybody's donated is just sitting in my PayPal account and is going to go towards my moving costs. And I honestly, without that, I don't know what I'd do. I don't know how I'd pay to be able to even move out of my house, pay for the application fees, the deposits. You know, like most of these places, these apartments want like $300 pet fee deposits, and I have 2 dogs. You know, I'm trying to see if some of them will work with me because they're such little dogs, but we'll see how that goes. But I'm so grateful to you guys because without that money, I would not. I don't know how I'd be paying for this stuff. Like, you guys really came in a clutch, and I love you all, and thank you so much. Like, I didn't think that I would ever be in a situation where I needed my Twitch money, and I always thought I'm just saving it for a rainy day, but I guess I need it now. So, thank you, really, truly. You guys have helped me amazingly, and there aren't words. So, why didn't I know you were the moving? Because I only found out about a week ago. Oh my God, Jacob.
Jacob donated $3. Have some more.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, well.
Welcome to the rainy day. I know, right? It's one of those things you never think it'll come, and then it does. And I said it's going to cost more than I expected. You know, I'm still trying to find a place that I can actually afford monthly, but must find a way to help. I mean, if you know any good people who want to, like decent people who need a roommate and can chip in. Oh my God, happy dude.
H2O Happy Dude donated $5.
I mean, as long as you
As
do the
much
dishes.
as you've helped in the past, here's what I can do to help.
Thank you, happy dude. I didn't say that so you guys could give more donations. I said it to say thank you because
But I wanted to give more donations.
I know you did, but I didn't say that because I was want. Oh my God, Yolander!
Jolandar DeVries donated $20. Have some more.
Thank you, Yolander. You guys are gonna make me cry in a minute. Where are we moving to? That's a good question. I still have to work here in Memphis, so
Just move in with me and commute every day.
honey, I would move in with you. As crazy as you drive me, I'd still move in with you.
You think goddamn crazy now. Imagine living with me.
Did we break Eve yet? Not quite. Oh my god.
I'm getting there.
Cause donated $10. Shut up and take my money.
Thank you, Kaz. Guys. Just you can stop now. If you make my makeup run, I'm gonna be upset. I know about rainy days. One day it started raining for me and it hasn't stopped. Now I live in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, November 2019. I need to retire some Nexus 6 series. Wait, what? We gonna ruin the makeup? Don't do that.
Shit.
Hey Eve, I forgot to say sorry for not listening to you. You're okay, honey. You do listen. When I put my foot down, you listen. But you like to push the edge of what you can get away with, and that's fine. I know that's what you're trying to do, but when I say stop, you stop. So you're good, sad boy. It's a Blade Runner quote. It's always rain. Oh, it's always raining in Blade Runner. Oh, okay. I haven't seen Blade Runner in years, so you'll have to forgive me. I love you guys.
I love you too.
I know, it's why you guys keep doing shit like this.
Exactly.
Guys, this isn't how you make Chaos's makeup run. There's a far more fun way. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Like I said, I actually have a friend who that's their kink, and yeah.
What?
I'm just like, okay. And well, it's not their kink, but it's like a kink they have. They love the smudged makeup. The smudged and smeared makeup. Especially if they know they did something to cause it to be smudged and smeared.
Yeah, come here, you fat pink bastard.
I love you so much. I want to kill you for being so freaking kind to me now, especially now. You have a weird way of telling someone you love them. I love you. I'm gonna kill you. Fine, just say hi and then ghost me. Oh, I'm sorry, Snow. Hi. Hi, sweetie. They were just talking about trying to make me cry again. But no, Kefki, I did that before I knew all this was going to have to happen. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to I'll kind of give y'all some of the details. I have to be moved out of this house sometime between middle to end of next month. I think they'll probably give me till the end of July, if I asked for it. But, I've got to move. So, ideally, I'd like to get a roommate. I don't think I'm going to find a roommate. At least not on that short of notice. And not someone that I'm confident I'll get along with around here. There's one person that I kind of would, and he's kind of dragging his feet about doing what he wanted to do. He was wanting to get a house. He was wanting to buy a house. And I was like, he wanted people to room with him. He's like, hey, you just pay me rent. That'll go towards the cost of the house note, and then you can just basically stay here in the house with me. I'd be like, hell yeah. But he's hit some roadblocks and is kind of like, I'll look later, because he's not really in a situation where he has to move. He just wanted to get a house. So that puts me in a situation of going, at the time I was like, okay, whatever, not a big deal, you know. It would have been nice to have moved into a place with him, but, you know, not necessary. Now it's become a necessity. I'm like, okay, I need a roommate. So, commute is hell, but you're welcome to in here. I appreciate it, y'all. That's the worst part is that I have so many great friends online that I would totally room with, but all of y'all are so far away.
None of us live close to you.
All right, let's all just move in together. How about that? We'll do the Team 10 house, but like better.
I would
Lord.
totally room if I had $1 billion, if I had $1 bajillion, I would bring all of my friends to live with me. Like seriously, I'd have a 100-room mansion. You could live in whatever part of it you wanted. It'd be like a fucking like community.
I'm down.
As long as I get to be the Jake Paul.
Oh, God.
You make Jake Paul's money, and I'm cool with it.
Well, you'd be providing the money since you're providing a 100-room mansion.
That's what I mean. I would have the money, but if you get Jake Paul's YouTube views and make some money like that, help out a little bit.
I'll figure something out.
All right, bro. Got you.
I'll just
Welcome
become
back,
a new
Rick.
jackass.
I call dungeon. Whoa.
Whoa.
I mean, you can have your own dungeon, because I'll certainly have mine. I mean, what?
I don't like where this is going.
I've got to keep my battle axes somewhere.
I'm living in the attic.
Kevin says, I wanted the dungeon. Yeah, well, if you had Jake Paul money, hopefully you wouldn't have to use it to stay out of jail. Yeah, he kind of fucked up.
Just a little
Again.
bit. Again.
Who the fuck's in here now?
Oh my god, Assassin.
Assassin _ the _ gray donated $30. I want to help. I rarely get things right, but this time I am
Hi,
zero.
Polly.
Thank you so much, Assassin. That was so sweet. You guys don't have to keep donating. Oh my god. I didn't tell you that so you guys would donate. I told you that because I wanted you to know that I'm grateful for all you guys have done. Hi, Polly.
Hello. Are you guilt tripping your audience into
No!
Yes.
I'm not. I wasn't trying to. I shouldn't have said anything. I legit did not mean to start like a guilt trip.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Nice.
Hey, Polly, want to be roommates?
Do I want to be roommates?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can't put up with your all-night game playing and all those
You can join
fools
us.
you hang out with on Discord. I know what it's like, you gamers.
Especially that Polly does.
Hold on. Hold on.
Right.
It's only 5. No, I did not say that. Don't you dare quote me in that. Fuck that bitch.
Oh, you gotta learn to be a gamer like us.
I can never pronounce your name. Ian? Ian? I-A-I-N? How do you say that? But hello, how are you? I'm terrible with name pronunciation. It's like, that should be like the subtitle of
Fuck.
every stream that I do, is Chaos Eve pronounces things poorly. Or mispronounces things.
Pronouncing things correctly.
Pronouncing things correctly.
Buoyquake. Musuminux.
What the fuck? Take heart, I was not guilt tripped. I was presented with an opportunity to help. Ian is Ian. Okay, so it's Ian. Jacob!
Jacob donated $3. One more time, I swear I am not trying to
What
make
did
you
Jacob
cry.
do this time?
He donated money again. Thank you, Jacob.
You're welcome.
Bitch. Oh! Oh! The hell? Heck.
I'm never going to talk about any problem I have ever again on air. I was just trying to say thank you. It's Gaelic Ian. Oh, okay.
So, Ian.
Fine, fine. I'm off to give blood for moving money. I feel so guilty. It's joke. No, don't you fucking dare. Don't
Can I
you
have some blood?
fucking dare. Let's get a donation hype train going. I wish I could join, but I'm broke. Guys, don't. Please. I feel so bad. Like, I legit feel guilty.
Oh, for God's sake.
But yeah, like, all of my donation, my half of the, oh my god, Yolander.
Jolandar donated $5. This is not for your problems, this is buying you a beer.
Thank you, Yolander. I swear to God. It'll make you feel better when I get back into gaming. Maybe I can participate in the session sometime. Sure. We'll totally let you come game with us. Come play Dead by Daylight. Let me kill you.
Oh my god.
Fritz, you actually did amazingly on Sunday.
I never even made it out alive once.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because,
I was counting.
I'm fairly certain you did at least once.
I did not. I would know for sure because I was the first one to die in most of those games.
Most of them, but at the same time, for a first timer, but that's like you picked it up, didn't play the tutorial, nothing, you did amazing.
Because I had multiple people who've played the game many times guiding me, yeah.
Yeah, but like I could sit there and coach Jacob the same way, and he couldn't find his way out of a paper bag. But I love you. I'm sorry. I'm teasing.
Maybe donating was a bad idea.
Yes, that's what it takes. I'll insult you all. You all suck and go home. Get out of my face. I don't like you. Leave. Don't donate to me. Please don't donate again.
Did you just say you suck cum or you suck gum?
No, I said neither of those things.
What did you say?
I
'Cause
said
wasn't
you
listening.
suck. Go on.
Oh, that is very different from what I heard.
I had to switch to YouTube because Twitch is buffering like crazy. Is Twitch going crazy? No, I've got excellent connection on my end, so it must just be for you. No, don't do that. No, don't do that, Zero. Please, don't say that. Oh my god. That makes me like... Oh my god.
Mustafa donated $20. Gang, gang.
Mustafa, stop, guys. Please stop. I feel bad. I feel guilty. I'm just gonna end the stream, and that's gonna be it. We're just gonna be done. I'm sitting here talking for 45 minutes with you guys. I'm supposed to be playing a game. Polly's here. He's like, alright, I'm 45 minutes late. Surely she's done with her makeup by now, right? Oh my god, Jacob.
Jacob donated $2. Fine just to spite you.
Thank you, Jacob. Guys, Thank you. I'm trying to be grateful, but... Oh my god, Fritz! Thank you, Fritz.
You're welcome. Oh, shit.
How can I not feel guilty? I shouldn't have said anything. All I was trying to say was thank you. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ.
Jolandar donated $5. I really love listening to the young computer lady.
Oh my god!
Cause donated $5.
Yolander, thank you. Kaz, thank you. I almost called you Kaz because the voice to speech called you Kaz. Thank
cause.
you. Oh my god. Guys, stop. Stop. Like, I can't even put my makeup on correctly. Stop. Please stop. I'm like being legitimately serious. No more. I'll turn it off. I will disable it. No more donations. Oh, fucking hell.
He
Joe
should have done
Londar
it sooner.
donated $5. Sue, or I bet your finger slipped.
Oh my god, they put the fucking Patrick meme in the game.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Ouch.
I don't know what to do. I'm hyperventilating. Make him stop, Jacob.
I can't do anything.
Polly, make him stop. Hey, if I put Polly's Streamlabs in chat, will you guys donate to him instead?
No.
I was just waiting for you to actually legitimately tell them to stop.
I am
But it didn't-
legitimately tell them to stop
but
and they don't listen.
I know, that's what I was gonna say, you did, and it didn't work.
I don't know what. Oh my god.
Joe Londar DeVries donated $5.
Jesus.
Okay guys, that is enough. No more donations.
Zero.
Midnight donated $5. Palpatine voiced it.
Shit.
Okay, you win, okay? Guys. It's...
Love you, Eve.
There are words, I'm trying to get them out.
Joe
Well done,
Londar
guys. We're not gonna get the
donated
game started for another hour
$5.
because he's
We
gonna have to do her
love you,
makeup all
Eve.
over again.
Right?
No, my makeup is water resistant. Thank God. Like a rainstorm would make it come off, but tears aren't gonna do that. Guys, I've missed like the last three. Yolander, 0. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. If me and Wifey had money, we would be donated too. Carl, you don't have to donate. Puppy.
Aw.
Come on. We're loose. You ever come join me? They don't get to see you very often. If you didn't know you're loved, you now you do. I appreciate it, Rick. I really do. Super Soaker could probably take off that makeup. Yes, yes, it could. Hi there, Zombie Teddy. I can't even... There's a game to play, guys. I have a game to play. We're already an hour, run up about an hour. 50 minutes into the stream. Ah. Hey, princess. Princess Lucy. Alright, knock down, baby. And Snow said he was shilling me over on Lords of the Night. Thank you. I saw that earlier. I didn't have a chance to comment because people started donating, and I'm just like, oh my god. Oh, Snow.
Snow donated $5. Be a good girl and just smile.
Tell me to be a good girl and kick your ass. But thank you, honey. I can't even put on the hard lipstick. I'm just going for a crown. Man, I gotta post this on YouTube. Well, it's already going out to YouTube, so it'll be posted to YouTube.
We're already streaming over there.
Hey, you helped me get my music mojo back making that intro for you. I owe you this and more. Really? I tell you whatever I want, dearling. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm bigger than you. I'm pretty sure. I'm not bigger than Polly. Polly's taller than me. That's hot. You look fabulous, Evie. Thank you, Kefki. Alright. But yeah, so we're doing a restream tonight we're doing a restream tonight because Polly mentioned, you know, YouTube presence. I forgot to mention you in the tweet again, Polly. Hmm. So, Mr. Dub.
Yes.
I have done a thing that you may or may not approve of. We'll see. But we've been pretty much in the same place for the last 2 streams, so we've gone for like, what, 4 hours worth of stream?
Okay.
And not really gotten anywhere.
God damn it.
So I may or may not have actually looked up what the next step is.
Cheater.
And we wouldn't have got it. I'll be honest. It's so abstract and so obscure, we would not have figured it out without another few hours of playing.
I could have.
Okay, what is it? I'm curious. Oh.
Well, I'm going to set you up and see if you can figure it out, and you tell me what to do.
I don't know. Last time I got set up, she was really ugly.
Well, I'm cute as hell, so...
Well, I've never been set up better. Oh.
But if I haven't said it enough, guys, thank you. I love you all. I know you love me too, and
Do we?
thank you. You keep showing up, so it must be something about me you like.
What if I'm just paying you so you'll stop bothering me?
You came into my voice chat. Ho?
How did I? What if you came into the voice chat that I?
That's not how that works. I built the server.
That's true. You're
Yeah.
right. You win this round.
Gee, thanks.
What? You know I hate mimes, right?
You hate mimes.
Like all good-hearted people, yes, I hate mimes.
I like mimes.
No, you don't. You're just saying that.
How do you know?
Because you're a degenerate, but you're not like, you know.
Oh,
that.
okay.
Is
Did
he
somebody
wrong,
did
though?
somebody just look at the stream
No.
net title or something?
No, I've seen it this whole time. I just didn't want to interrupt the torrent of affection that was flowing your way.
Now that it's over, it's time to criticize the title.
You guys.
I couldn't even tell what was happening. It's not like you got these your super chats turned on to or Streamlabs turned on to YouTube or anything. That's where I'm watching.
Yeah, it should still pop up on the screen.
Yeah, it's been popping up for me.
It does, yeah.
Oh, it hasn't been for me. Maybe I'm just way far behind. Oh, anyway. Okay, so anyway, what's up with the mime thing?
Because my makeup's on, I'm ready to go. Sorry, I had to hydrate. So it kind of gives away a little bit of it, but what we have to do next has something to do with the mime in the park.
There was a mime in the park?
There was a mime in the park. So
we have to... Oh.
Has something to do with him.
So we take the pen that we found and we stab it into the neck of the mime.
No,
Okay.
You pay him for sex.
It's just...
Imagine
What do
sex with
we,
a
no,
mime.
no, we pay him with the coupon from this bookstore.
The useless coupon from the
Pay
bookstore?
him with the useless coupon from the good bookstore for sex.
Wait, we are? Oh, I was gonna say, were we actually?
Hail hydration. God damn it. Mimes are the bad cousins of clowns, not approved. Oh, it's okay, kids. We got a plan. I know what we need to do. Let's see if Polly can figure it out.
Mimes are the mute retarded cousins of clowns. It's just okay. Go on.
Jesus.
There's a mime in the.
There's a mime in the park. We got to do something with him. So I will start the game, and then we can figure it out from there. Okay.
Mimes are the better ones since they don't talk.
He's behind the murders and attempting to blame it on the voodoo practitioners.
Maybe.
Imagine a mime doing voodoo.
All right. This should pick up here.
You know,
See, man, fuck it.
so speaking of voodoo,
Okay.
Why?
you know the Marie Laval of New Orleans.
Nolans.
Nolans.
Oh. Okay, well, that ruins the whole point. All right, so the game.
What do you mean it ruins the whole point?
Well, if you don't know who she is, doesn't matter.
I know who the Merle Bow is.
Do I just say no?
I said of Nolans.
Nolans.
Why? It was working. Why aren't you capturing?
Why aren't you sharing your screen in Discord so I can watch too?
That's the thing, is I don't think it's gonna work. It's like it just decided to stop.
Sure.
It was, I literally asked Jacob, I tested it before stream, it worked. I turned it on, I tested it, put it on OBS, and I tested it in Discord. All right. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties, kids. I swear to Christ, I did this before the stream and it worked. And now?
Take Jesus' name in vain.
Okay, there. Alright, you should be able... Once I pull this back up and then switch back to this. Can you see it?
I can see Sierra.
Can you see it, Polly?
Yep.
So you see the title screen?
Yep.
Sins of the Feathers.
Alright. So we're in the park.
It's not that child you can have sex with, is it?
Jesus Christ, no!
Anyone seen Jill?
Well, you said it had something to do with having sex with someone.
No, I didn't.
That was me, Polly.
Fritz just wants you to
No,
have
he-
sex with
he-
him.
What?
Eve was trying to buy sex with bad coupons.
From
I
the
heard.
mime. Eve has a mime
Homicide
fetish.
Division.
There's the male prostitute right there. I see him.
One with
Look
the
at
guitar.
his sleevelessness.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Lose
I
my
see the guy with
religion.
the guitar is probably.
We thought Sad Boy was bad. I know, right? Eve's...
Anyone seen Jill?
Okay, I'm stepping away from the cop and his crackly radio. Eve's sex coupons are always accepted here. I don't have sex coupons.
Not yet.
No.
Homicide.
Okay. I just had to get away from that radio. The crackle of the radio. So. Whoop. I'm gonna see if Polly can guess.
Okay.
So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna see the mime. There he is.
Oh, yes. Sitting on the invisible chair.
That's some good moves, you gotta admit. That's skill.
It's one of those mimes. Oh boy. He seems to
There's
have a
Dad's
mime.
back
in his
again.
hand. Interrogating a mime would be an exercise in frustration.
I mean,
Since
they
Gabriel
did
can't read lips, he's disinclined to start a conversation.
Detective Pikachu.
Let's give the mime the hair gel. Gabriel doesn't want to encourage the mime by showing him anything. Take his chair. Be that dick and take the mime's chair. He would play along because he's a mime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's smart.
The Queen of Chaos's boudoir certificates are very exclusive. It really is. So, what should we do, Polly?
Kill the mime.
Okay. Plan B.
Sheesh.
Hit on the woman.
Hit on the woman.
Look at her walking around in her skirt.
Get the mime to hit on the woman and he gets slapped.
The other park visitors are enjoying their leisure and aren't interested in talking to Gabriel. That's what it says when I try to click on any of them, or they're just wandering around.
So you
Hey.
can't even talk to the mime. Okay, let's see what you got in inventory.
Hey, Polly's good at mischief with Photoshop. Maybe whip up some coupons for our favorite. No. Do not do sex coupons for me. Please don't. There are people who would take that the wrong way. Ooh, yeah, like, you know. Hi, Talik. How are you? You over here on the Twitch now.
So you've got a notebook, a couple pictures, tweezers.
Uh-huh. Totally tweezers.
Excuse me. Tweeze the mime. Tweeze him.
Just sipping on my tea. I wish I had some tea. I forgot to get some while I was at the store. Tweeze the mime? Let's tweeze the mime.
Tweeze the mime.
And we tweezed his mimeliness. Gabriel doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to encourage the mime by showing him anything.
He doesn't want to show him anything. That doesn't mean he doesn't want to do anything actively. Like, what are all the action buttons and shit again?
Well, we got walk, look. We tried both talk. This is interrogate, and this one's just like small talk. That one's pick up, open, use, and move.
Use the mime.
That wouldn't work on the mime, it says. Could open the mime. Oh. Hey, look at that total babe. Oh, she doesn't want to talk to me. So
Nobody wants to talk to him. You can't do anything to him. He doesn't want to show him anything, and you can't like do any action moves towards him. I'm out of ideas.
it's supposed to have given us a hint at this point, but it hasn't. Come on, Luce. Jump up here if you're going to be up here. I'm back on Twitch. Welcome back, Rick. Twink the mime. Pepper. Yes, there she
Did
is.
that old woman just kiss Gabriel?
I don't think so.
It's like she leaned in.
Gabriel's in a gilfs. Well, what can we say?
That's not a word. That's not a verb. So what do mimes like to do? Besides play with invisible things. What's the one other thing that they're really known for? That really weirds people out.
That's all they do.
No, they have one other thing. Being assholes.
What they mime stuff? That's what creeps people out.
Talking. No, they don't talk. Climbing or up mimicry. There's one particular thing that, well, Assassin kind of hit on it.
The invisible box.
Except we would have never figured this out on our own. We'd have been here for ages. Unless we just so happen to do this.
Do what?
What the fuck?
The mime is mimicking you?
Yep. Yep.
Wow,
I don't even get it. You said you couldn't you tried every interaction with, what interaction is this? You
Didn't
just
interact
walked
with
by
him. I just walked by him.
While he was doing walking.
You just walk by him, he decides to mimic you.
That's some bullshit.
It is. It really is. Especially when you find out where you have to take him.
Stop it.
To the cop who arrests him for public indecency?
What kind of hate boner do you have for mimes, Polly? Like, did a mime fuck your mother?
Hey, cut that out.
He starts mimicking the cop, annoys the cop.
I told you to stop that.
He's doing a
Stop,
monkey
right?
impression.
All right, mister. You want some of this?
Alright, mister. You want some of this?
Shit, run, mime.
So,
Still
remember
got
how
that.
we had to find the crime scene?
No.
We were trying to find out where the detective's crime scene was. He was at a crime scene, and we wanted to talk to him, but they
Oh,
wouldn't
right,
tell us
yeah,
where the
yeah.
crime scene was.
Right.
No!
Homicide.
Damn it! He came back. Ah, I wasn't expecting him to do that.
Well, you get on the cops' psych radio and call in and ask
I
what the crime
didn't
scene
think
is, and
he
they
would-
tell you?
Well, you just get on the radio and listen to it, and then you overhear where the crime scene is.
Oh. So what's the hint? The mime seems to be mimicking everyone or something like that?
Yeah, the mime is... the mime. You have to get the mime to distract the cop. And we never would have figured that out on our own. Like, I'll be honest with you, I just never would have figured that out. The thought would have never crossed my mind that we have to walk past the mime and get him to
But again, you said the game gives you a hint. What was the hint?
Oh, the game gives it? No. The game doesn't give you a hint. Oh, it did give us a little bit of a hint. It was like he doesn't want to encourage him or something along those lines, or nothing that he does with something or other. I forget exactly what it was that it said, but it was like, hey, that's a little bit of a hint.
Homicide team attend.
And obtrusive shit puzzles, yeah. Yeah, I waited too
Are
long.
you little?
Hey, hallmark of Sierra point and click, they have timed sequences. Yes, they do. Use. We're gonna use the motorcycle. Gabriel picks up the headset and listens.
Ambulance 911, have you located the crime scene? They've radioed for you 3 times.
Damn! Did you say it was north of the Lake Retreat Country Club?
South. Lakeside Drive north of Piedmont Pier, south of the country club.
Man, I don't know if it's the clouds out here today or what. Good thing this guy's already dead.
Everyone's having trouble. Must have been hallucinogens in the coffee this morning.
It's just so misty out here or something. Hey, I see a squad car. Got it, Molly.
Thank God. Have a good one, 911.
Interesting.
Stupid mime. Hey, you! Get away from that bike.
Sorry.
Totally wasn't using your police radio to find out where a crime scene is.
South Piedmont or whatever.
There it is. Hey, the hallmark of Sierra point and click adventures that have time sequences, yes, and obtuse as shit puzzles, yes. That clue is so obscure, Gabriel would find Jimmy Hoffa's bones first. You're not wrong. Heavy cloud cover and humidity impair radio signal strength. Fair. But it's more of a, he just couldn't tell where to go, he was getting turned around. The crime scene team is still at the site. Gabriel parks a bit out of the way and walks over to avoid adding to the general confusion. Donuts solve everything, right? Especially when you're dealing with cops.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, mostly. Huh? Knight, you wiener. I told you not to call me that. Feeling jumpy? Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me? Oh, I was just driving by.
Was just driving by.
For the book. But don't tell anyone I let you see this, huh? It's another one. As you can see, same MO and no frickin' clues. We're still waiting on an ID for the body. That's disgusting. Isn't this a rather, public area for this kind of thing? Yeah, they're frickin' ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports and nothing. Now, who the hell is that?
Oh.
Okay.
Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Detective Mosley, ma'am. We've got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about, Miss Getty.
I see. Thank you, detective. And good day, gentlemen.
Whoa, I'm in love. Forget it. That's Molly Getty. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now. Near here? The lake's a popular place for country clubs. If she's out here a lot, maybe she saw something or heard something. Man, nobody ever sees or hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
You just don't go around bothering people like her.
We've about wrapped it up, sir. It's another clean sweep.
Yeah, let's get the meat wagon moving then.
Do you want to leave an officer here, sir?
Nah, just leave the tape up for a few days.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse us, sir, we'll take him away.
Stick around and take notes for the book if you want. Watch out for the muck in the water moccasins, though. I'll be back at the station. Stop by if you want to go over the case some more. Thanks.
Gabe looks like Lyle Lovett in that cutscene. He has a very what was Kevin Bacon's character in Footloose? Very much that kind of feel to him. Well, Polydub, we've been left with our own crime scene to explore. What do you want to look at first?
The blood splatter spots stuff thing.
Out damned spot. When will these pristine banks never be? Will these pristine banks never be clean again? Really?
Hilarious.
Yeah. Patches of grass and managed to survive life on the banks of Lake Pontchartrain. That's a name.
It is a name.
Police tape marks off the crime scene.
So watch out for the water moccasins. Something down by the Just not.
Hi, precious.
That might be so.
Lake Pontchartrain is
down by the river.
Lake Pontchartrain is impressive. It measures 24 miles across and stretches as far as the eye can see. But you wouldn't want to swim in it. Gabriel hates getting his hair wet when I try to walk into the water.
He lives in the wrong town for avoiding rain.
Right. There's one thing that does stand out to me, but I don't know if you've noticed it yet. It might be nothing, but...
The wind?
There's actually two things, but maybe that's just...
Are there some scratchy, marky things on the ground there?
That's what I was about to say.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand, but if there is a pattern, it's smeared. There's only one small area that's clearly defined.
Magnifying glass?
The lines in the sand are fairly large. Magnification wouldn't make them any clearer. I was thinking more, let's copy them down.
Let me try to get this down.
Come on, Happy. Sit down, Happy. You don't have to be the center of attention, dog. I know you'd like to be.
Oh, that's Satanistic.
Yeah, no, we've already seen those, though. Oh, there we go. It was a separate item. Partial pattern from the crime scene intrigues Gabriel. What does it mean? Looks like part of a circle.
Pentagram.
Gabriel is on the sand and clay shore of Lake Pontchartrain, at the site where some poor bastard got to see who the voodoo murderers really are. The site is now deserted. Lakeshore Drive runs around the entire lake. This is a particularly lonely stretch, but is still a public road. The trees on the banks of the lake are mostly oak and elm, very old. Police tape. That chime sounded like the State Farm jingle. This one just absolutely adores me. She just lays here for hours, just staring up at me. If you're ever feeling unloved, get a dog. I'm certainly not feeling unloved tonight. Gabriel wouldn't get far on foot. This road is not up for grabs. Doesn't work that way. Maybe I need to talk to the road committee. There's no one here to talk to. The place is deserted. Gabriel doesn't particularly want to mess with the bloody sand.
I say we take the drawings of the marks in the sand. We go back to that voodoo shop and we say, huh? Huh? Fill me in there,
Willie.
Occult McGee.
But you have to specifically start out by saying, huh? Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Or else it doesn't work. It's like a +2 to interrogation that way.
No, get a cat instead. I disagree.
I very much agree.
I'm not a cat person, really. Like, I like cats
dog
well
person.
enough, but I'm not a big cat person.
Same.
Disgusting.
Oh, hang on a sec. What did you say?
What?
So you want me to go back to the voodoo shop and show him the drawing?
Yeah. I mean, what's the story, voodoo man? In your so-called curio shop, you were down here at this murder scene.
Uh-huh.
If you don't talk, your alligator man will.
That's not an alligator, man. That's the space pope from Futurama.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, sir.
Now, you listen here, hornless goat. You're going to tell me what I want to know.
Hornless goat.
Otherwise, I'm going to go outside and beat the hell out of that drummer. Make you watch. You don't want that, do you?
Polly's so violent. The
Polly makes
post-
a great cop.
Stab the mime. Beat the shit out of the drummer.
You got to know how to talk to these people.
So who's your good cop if you're always playing bad cop, Polly?
Guess I gotta be good cop. The poster reads, "Power will be yours when you use Papa Legba's power drawing instance and master power oil. Buy some today." The shelf holds containers of dried items, flowers, grasses, black cat bones. Black cat bones? Can we go? I would very much like to leave.
You know, it's a nice curio shop you got here. It'd be an awful shame if something were to happen to it.
That sounds like he's threatening the shop owner.
Saying.
Well, this is 1993.
What gave
You
you that
can
idea?
kind of get away with that. That gator on the right looks kind of silly. Yeah, it is kind of silly.
You're acting kind of suspicious there, Occult McGee. That glass ain't gonna get any more polished. We just keep going at it. It's like me staring at you makes you nervous. What are you nervous about?
Can
What do
I
you
ask
tell
you
me?
just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Man, I don't even know what language that is.
We've asked him about everything else. Excuse
Let's
me.
go see if Dr. John's in.
Oh, at the
Maybe
museum?
Dr. John will... Yeah, maybe Dr. John will be able to fill us in on that. Yeah, see? He's happy we left. That guy's so suspicious.
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks.
She said he wouldn't be back till tomorrow, so we probably need to come back tomorrow.
Can you go to your bedroom over the bookshop and go to sleep?
Well, like I said,
I'm
we
going
progressed
now.
in
So long.
the story far enough. We can. We'd be
Once
like,
we have
okay,
or we have.
yeah. Once we progress in the story, so let's go back to. Oh, not the cemetery. Damn it, wrong one. I keep clicking on that, meaning to go to the bookshop. Polydub is hard-nosed gumshoe who lives on the edge when he's on the case. He has no time for the rules when they get in the way
Here
of
I
justice.
am.
I wish you wouldn't
Damn
wear
right.
that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Yeah, we've already talked about your smell, lady.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Anything... Oh yeah, check the messages, of course.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Yeah, but you
Oh.
didn't say nothing.
Oh, we got something.
Oh, fucking finally.
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named Malia Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest in her?
Oh, just, stuff about the voodoo murders. If you could get an address...
Mm-hmm. They're murders. Right. I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Herself?
Do you know anything
Anyone else?
else about voodoo?
I've told you all I know. Sorry I can't be more help.
It was a different color because it was highlighted. Herself? Let me ask her about herself.
Yeah, that's the
Tell
only
me
one
about
that's lit
yourself,
up
Grace.
different.
What else do you want to know?
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
Just tell me anything at all.
I came to New Orleans because I'd read so much about it and I thought, spending a few months here would clear my head.
Just tell me anything at all.
I've always wanted to do something really adventurous, Something real life. I'm sick of libraries and lecture halls.
Just tell me anything at all.
My folks are traditional Japanese. I don't even remember Japan myself. I was 3 when we came to the States.
Oh. They did a really bad job at depicting her as Asian. I thought she was like Mexican or something.
Your folks are traditional Japanese and they named you Grace?
Yep. Well, we don't know what her last name is. Grace is not uncommon.
She's like Grace Hakamura.
Yeah. Polydub knows how to make a tight-lipped poltroon talk. He can make a dame with gam swoon. And his Army 45 will make sure no bent nose knee breaker will fit him with cement overshoes.
You need to put
Just
this over
tell
a
me
slow jazz
anything
number.
at all.
Make it like a
I've
theme
been studying
song.
Tai Chi for 10 years. It's a very spiritual
Tai Chi
discipline.
is Chinese.
I'm sure discipline of any sort isn't something that would appeal to you, Gabriel.
Just tell me anything at all.
My folks want me to
Wow,
get
she's got a
married
lot
to a
of
boy
different
back
things to say.
east. Mark Kobayashi. His parents are traditional Japanese too. I might eventually, but right now...
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and class.
Okay, she said enough.
Nothing, I guess.
Did she just say
Never
that?
mind.
She'll,
yourself.
I might eventually marry that guy. I don't know. Oh yeah, because he's just gonna be waiting around for you, Grace.
Well... it's about closing time.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
Yeah.
She does the slow Sierra walk. What? How are you complaining about long overcoats? You just put one on. Oh.
Gabriel's dreams.
Oh, gotcha. Hello.
Good lord.
Nightmares that his father and grandfather both had.
Fuck.
Day 2. A mask I wore as I approached. I was what I am not, and though the pattern was unclear, its meaning could be bought. A mask I wore as I approached. I was what I am not, and though the pattern was unclear, its meaning could be bought. Happy. Stop it. She tricked me into continuously petting her. How dare she?
How dare.
That harlot.
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen.
Oh.
So have some. There's a fresh pot on the table. Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
Ha ha.
Jesus.
Did you dream about the fire and the hang guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is...
Far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West Ingram.
What's up,
That's
Shady?
the Garden District, Estate City.
Hey, Shady.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I've ever seen. Ouch!
Oy, men.
There's no one in that. I literally clicked on her. She jelly.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I can't think...
Okay.
That was a great conversation.
Tell me about your...
What else do you want to know?
Nothing.
Suit yourself.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
So she wanted to do something real life. So she moved to New Orleans. And literally spends all day sitting at a desk, even though she's sick of libraries and lecture halls.
Yep.
Waiting for Mark Kobayashi to just kind of like, repropose?
Swoop in and rescue her from a life of boredom. Like
See,
a
friends,
good
they're all
gumshoe,
this
Gabe
way.
Knight is there.
They find some woman, or so they find some man, and that's like their safe ticket when they get bored fucking around for a while. You see how it is?
Jesus, don't be like that.
Nah,
Hopefully,
it's not that
sometimes
weird.
they
It would
find
appeal to
they'll
friends.
find a woman when they're done fucking around too. I mean, Times-Picayune, dated June 19th, 1993. A front-page article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel scans it, but learns nothing new. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crimes is faked. Gabriel shivers. It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article. Yeah. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square, called Le Plaza de Armas, under French rule. It was used for executions, firing squads, hangings, and even impalement and breaking on the wheel. Yikes.
Oof.
Of course, these days, it's mostly a hangout for tourists, street musicians, and local artists. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts. He's not had a good couple of days. Hi, Pop-Tart. How you doing, sweetie?
Hey, Poppy.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
Calm down, bro. Hi, Pop-Tart. They made me
I'm outta
cry.
here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
You should bust it then. They made me cry.
Look at that.
So, where do you want to go first? There's several places we could go.
Go see if Dr. John's in.
Let's go see Dr. John. That's where I was thinking too. Oh, look at this! Look at this shit!
Oh, damn.
Welcome, my friend.
Hello?
Hey!
I am the proprietor, Dr. John.
What's up,
If
Orf?
you have any
Damn, that was
questions,
Blu-ray
I will
quality.
be happy to assist.
Great. My name is Knight, and I'll probably take you up on that.
I did no such thing. I did a good deed. Yes, you did. No, you guys are all sweet.
Show them their drawings.
Well, let's talk to him first. Hang on.
This is quite a place you have here.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. I have dedicated myself to the preservation of this unique culture. It is gratifying to see others reap the fruits I have sown.
Could I ask you some questions?
That is why I am here.
Lieutenant
Oh,
Worf.
shit, that is Worf.
Yeah. Are you guys? Is my mic on? Is it on?
Yes. Yes, it is. Y'all nerf herders need Kalas. Did I say that wrong? Let's ask the voodoo guy, the guy who runs a voodoo museum, about voodoo.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo? Or the voodoo currently practiced in the city?
Ooh, both.
Let's start with historical.
Tell me about historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade, but African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies where the French and Spanish ran plantation islands. Prior to 1803, the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves. But the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively.
The Creole also knew enough about the corrupted pagan practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importing of slaves from that region.
Did his voice change there? It did. I think the audio quality changed. ADR substitute. Yeah.
So, how did voodoo come to New Orleans?
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators relaxed regulations. Slaves were permitted to gather. The Americans also removed the ban on West Indies slaves.
Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian revolt, West Indies slaves began pouring into New Orleans.
Some of them were free people of color, freed or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who were fleeing from the revolt.
What happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it. It gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal bond. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou Saint John and the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
That's not a good thing. Revolt, the Haitians killed everywhere they got their hand. Well, I mean, that's a revolt. I mean...
Shady's right.
Ask him about his ASMR channel.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
By 1817, the voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white slave owners. An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas at designated times. The time was Sunday afternoons and the place Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in private for the real thing.
So it makes sense that, you know, a guy like Gabriel comes around asking about voodoo, that even now they're still a little apprehensive about sharing that, because it was even back then they were doing the real thing in secret and then putting on a performance for people in the daylight, you know, or on Sunday afternoons. The timeliness of what's being talked about in the game right now is awkward. I mean, fair, but I mean, this game is also, like I said, it was made in 1993, so it's just kind of taking it as a, this is what happened, you know. There's not much current political charge behind it. This game is 20, almost 30 years old, 27 years old. Yeah, so.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 1830, a single power emerged. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
I've given you as much detail as I can, Mr. Knight. Look around the museum if you desire more information.
Want to move to current?
And do current?
Well, or whatever.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
There were actually two Marie Laveaux, mother and daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to the mystique. The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris. It was she that began the empire. When the Widow Paris began to practice, there were many Voodooans in the city. By 1830, she was Voodoo Queen of all New Orleans.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Widow Paris was a hairdresser for rich Creole ladies. She also paid household servants to spy for her. Between the two, she knew everything about everyone who mattered in New Orleans. She was not above using her information to appear psychic, to intimidate, or even to blackmail.
You sound as though you admire her.
For a black woman in the mid-1800s to gain power is an incredible thing, Mr. Knight. However she achieved it.
Not wrong. It's really not wrong. Like,
ask
people...
her about the slaves she owned. No, seriously, ask Dr. John about the 4 black slaves that Marie Laveau owned.
Let's...
Why does nobody want to talk about that? Why does nobody want to talk about black slave owners? Especially Marie Laveau.
Let's not talk about it
Powerful
on my
black woman.
channel.
Not on the channel, Polly.
All right, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, let's not turn it into a, well, let's shame her for it. I mean...
I just thought, it's part of the game.
Maybe we'll get into that. Who knows? Let's keep
Tell
asking.
me more about Marie Laveau.
She kept a pet snake, danced with it too. She held traditional voodoo ceremonies out by the lake. She took herself seriously, very seriously. But she was not above selling tickets for her events to curiosity seekers. She was not above using voodoo any way she could to make money. That is for certain. But if she had been in another line of work, in another age, that would have been interpreted as entrepreneurial genius rather than a sign of fraudulence.
Hey, you don't need to convince me. I admire anyone that can actually make a living.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
It was Marie Laveau who defined the voodoo that is truly and uniquely the voodoo of New Orleans. She invented hundreds, if not thousands of spells, potions, charms, and incantations. These form the basis of the modern practice, not to mention the folk tradition of hoodoo.
What, I don't get a prompt for hoodoo
Tell
now?
me more about Marie Laveau.
Her daughter, Marie Glapion, took over when the Widow Paris got old. Most people thought it was the same Marie Laveau. Both Maries encouraged that point of view. The Widow Paris died in 1881. Marie Glapion had been reigning a long time by then. After the death of the Widow Paris, other voodoo queens surfaced, and by 1890, the cult was fragmented again. Marie Glapion just sort of faded away.
Yeah, she didn't have her mother's control or charisma, or just wasn't the right. Didn't
Maybe
adapt.
She didn't
properly.
even inherit her mother's slaves.
Paula Deb is a loose cannon who takes no guff from some pinstripe mook. He works the case nonstop until he gets his man. The commissioner barely has a hold on him.
Goddamn.
Loose cannon, Dub.
Loose cannon Dub.
There you go.
Tell me more
Can't have you
about
gumshoeing
Marie
around
Laveau.
town, stirring up
The
all kinds
Laveau
of trouble and
tomb, where
malarkey.
one or both of the Maries are believed to be buried, is in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. It is a popular shrine for practitioners and tourists alike. I myself take tours through the cemetery on a regular basis.
Really? Do you have any running this week?
No. But the cemetery is open to the general public as well.
Well, not anymore. After the pinkening.
No, it's really sad. Thank you for following, Talik. I appreciate it.
So I'm curious about the current voodoo.
Tell me more about Marie
I just want to make sure we
Laveau.
exhaust this one.
He's not
You
done
have
repeating
heard everything about Marie Laveau that a layman might expect to understand.
A layman? Well, you can kiss my ass.
Yeah, it's like that, huh?
Current voodoo.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or gree-gree. That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo, and is only a part of true voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and there are many in their religion, are attracted to it because they think it is exotic. I, personally, am more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo. But it is the voodoo of New Orleans that I find so intriguing.
Tell me more about current voodoo.
There are many voodooians in New Orleans. They often do business selling
I
gree-gree,
am the avatar.
telling fortunes, providing luck, and occasionally misfortune. Perhaps you would like to meet a voodooan. We refer those who seek a deeper experience with voodoo to a local practitioner, Magentia Moonbeam.
Sure,
I
I'd
love
love
it
to
so
meet her.
much.
She lives on the
Magentia
corner of
Moonbeam.
Orleans and Dauphine. I will call her and tell her you might stop by.
Great, thanks.
Voodoo or voodoo-don't?
Tell me more about current voodoo.
You have tapped my resources. My expertise is really historical. Perhaps Ms. Moonbeam can be of further help.
He's the person we should ask about this.
Yeah, good call.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Gare means?
I fear my French is not all it should be.
You lying, motherfucker?
Yeah.
You lying?
You're sure you haven't heard the term Cabri sans Gare?
I am sure, Mr. Knight.
You lying?
You're
I am
Okay, he just repeats it.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No, I have not.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It is one of the important ceremonial nights in voodoo.
What else can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I am afraid I do not know the origins of St. John's Eve. I only know that it was a night of ritual long before voodoo came to New Orleans.
What else can you tell?
I am afraid.
Okay, that's what I figured.
What do you think of New Orleans?
It is the only city in the United States as far as I am concerned.
Huh.
That's
Someone
very...
asked about the hoodoo.
Oh, yeah.
What exactly is hoodoo?
Hoodoo refers to magic folk traditions of the South. Hoodoo is a bastard of voodoo. Many of the gree-gree are similar, but hoodoo does not have the religious aspects of voodoo.
Is there anything else I should know about hoodoo?
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo. Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true voodoo.
Okay.
Is there anything else I should know about?
Not if you're in hoodoo.
Okay, repeats himself.
What is it about New Orleans that you so admire?
It has a real culture of its own, Mr. Knight, amid the horrid blandness that is Americana. New Orleans alone has a voice.
Spoken like a true New Orleanian.
New Orleans is sinking, and I don't want to swim.
Do you have anything else to say about New Orleans?
I have already given you my opinion, Mr. Knight.
Really? You don't have an opinion about the rampant gang violence or drug use in New Orleans and the corrupt police? It's got a
What do you
voice.
know about the voodoo murders?
The killings in the newspaper? I know that they have nothing to do with true voodoo in New Orleans.
Ah, that was a hint. So the murders is some hoodoo motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think the voodoo murders aren't being done by local practitioners?
Voodoo is a popular boogeyman, Mr. Knight, especially in New Orleans. Anyone can pretend to use it, just as anyone can pretend to be a black belt in karate, and for the same reason, to intimidate. I know voodoo in this city, Mr. Knight, and believe me, it is not about killing. Even the police have stated that the killings have nothing to do with local voodoo.
So you know nothing about the voodoo murders case?
I neither know nor care to know, Mr. Knight. My only possible interest is in how it might affect the public's attitude towards the museum. So far, it has not been an issue. No one has even had the bad taste to bring it up. Until you, that is.
Oof. Hello, chat people. Eve and Polly, if he's still here. Polly is still here. Hi, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
So you know nothing about the voodoo murders case?
I neither know. So far.
We've been through all of these except for himself.
Tell me about yourself.
Me?
Yes, if you don't mind.
What is it you wish to learn?
Why did you open a voodoo museum?
Why did you open a voodoo museum?
The subject has fascinated me all my life, and I wanted to help preserve the cultural heritage it represents.
What kind of background in voodoo do you have?
Let us say that I cut my teeth on it, Mr. Knight. It is in my blood.
There's voodoo in his blood, guys.
Do you do anything besides run the museum?
No. The museum does not make me a rich man, but my material needs are simple. I prefer to focus on my one true interest in life.
What are your own religious beliefs?
My beliefs are too personal and too complex to discuss with a layman, Mr. Knight.
Ooh.
This bitch just called you dumb again. That's the second time he's done that. He started to piss me off.
Just tell me anything.
I am originally from the West Indies myself, you know.
Really? What brought you to New Orleans?
I was drawn here for personal reasons.
Just tell me anything.
Excuse me.
I am a vegetarian.
Really? I can't imagine living without meat.
That must be the hunter in you, Mr. Knight.
Wait a minute. You said you didn't know anything about a shot in Jagger.
I know!
Just tell me anything.
I do not care for small talk, Mr. Knight.
Just tell me anything.
I am not an easy person to get to know. I am a very private man.
Isn't that unusual for someone in the museum business?
Not at all. My displays speak for me.
Just tell me anything.
Not everyone can come see the museum, so I occasionally do public speaking on the subject of historical voodoo.
Anything coming up that I might attend?
No. But then, you have me all to yourself right now, do you not?
Voodoo murders? Yep. Voodoo murders, Gilcado. Hi, Dr. No.
Just tell me anything.
I am originally...
Really?
He said it already.
Then,
I'm gonna ask about Schottenjäger
Have
again.
you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
no, I have not.
You full of shit. You full of motherfucking shit. Because you just called him a hunter. You full of shit. He wants to shag you, silly detective. That's why he's gonna have you all to himself. Ew! I clicked on Aerosmith video, my computer brought me here. You frequently have Aerosmith videos name something about teaching otters to mime? Objection. Oh wait, wrong game. I noticed RoboCop is moonwalking across the screen. Yes, yes he is. Alright, Gabriel has no interest in the noisy fan at the moment. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just leave then. I see his neck. Yeah, that's the thing, is you turn on...
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
You turn on the fan, it irritates the snake, he starts banging around. So I think it's something you use it as a distraction later, but... Alright, we could go to Miss Moonbeam, or we could go see our new girlfriend. Or we could take our newly acquired information and go throw it in Willie's face. Or we could go back and see if Grace has any messages for us, slash, will do any research for us. Well, Polly?
By new girlfriend, you mean the rich lady?
Yeah, the rich lady.
Let's go see Lady Moonbeam while we got the voodoo information fresh in our minds.
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait? Gabriel Knight?
You're too quick for me.
Willie's next. What?
Actually,
Switch to my
Dr.
Twitch
John told
on my
me.
phone. Okay.
You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Well,
Dr. John tells me you're a voodoo practitioner of some kind.
Yes, I am a voodoo yen, a voodoo priestess.
Do you get many people in here on an average day?
Some days the need for my power is greater than others. But I have many regular clients who would be lost without my vision, Mr. Knight.
I can imagine. That's a great-looking mask on the wall.
It's from Africa, a gift to me from Queen Tabitha.
Do you know Dr.
Settle down.
John well?
Oh, yes. We are old friends. Those with gifts are often drawn together.
really? She's already creeping me out now.
So, let's say I came to you wanting to attract a woman. Well, what would you advise?
Oh, I wouldn't think you'd have any trouble attracting women, Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight.
No. I guess I don't.
I wouldn't think you'd have any trouble attracting women, Mr. Knight.
So, what advice do you give your clients?
I tell them to follow the light, beware of the darkness, and always get expert spiritual advice from someone with the sight.
That's what I thought you'd say.
I know the best game to teach Polly how to play video games is a simple game known as Dark Souls, LOL.
Alright. Forgive my ignorance, but, like, isn't that game infamously difficult?
Yes.
That's what
yes, it is.
I thought it was
exceedingly frustrating.
Okay.
That breathy voice. That breathy voice like this. Do you like when I do this? My little ASMR?
Ooh. Eve needs to read, like, erotic bodice ripper fiction on, like, an ASMR channel. Am I right? I think I might be right.
I don't know that there would be that kind of a like that anybody would really want to see that or hear that, but you know, that's mean, lol.
Right, Tally? Give me your money for my insight. Yeah, seriously, what is going on? Like, that doesn't look like a snake in that cage. I mean, I get that it is, but like, it looks like a green octopus. Like,
I thought it was like a tentacle monster or something. Like, we're just gonna ignore that. Oh wait, this is a snake. It's supposed to be a snake. It's just poor animation. That's all. They tried.
I mean, it's not bad. It just like, I like her giant crystal growth. It's apparently like the size of a full-grown man.
You know you're immature when you and your best friend have a full conversation about what would happen if you... I'm gonna stop reading that there. Eve ASMR reading smut, I'd pay to see that. You're probably the only one. My voice isn't that great. Like, a couple people might be interested, but...
So what advice do you give your clients?
I tell them to follow the light.
That's what I thought you'd say.
Oh, she already, Let's look at the snake. A large, sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy birdcage. Apparently, Magenta is not a fastidious housekeeper. A shed skin shares the cage with its original owner. Start with our interrogation. Even Polly... So I was saying the Dark Souls thing was mean. Even Polly taking turns in a romance novel ASMR reading. Oh my. Polydub knows a charlatan when he sees one. He knows how to knock heads together when the going gets tough. When it comes to straightening out jabronis, he is as surly as a piece of shrapnel. He's as surly as that piece of shrapnel in his hip and the Germans gifted him during the bulge. Hi, King Arthur. Welcome back. Alright, let's get with our interrogation.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
Seeker?
She white as hell. Look at this hoe. She white as hell.
But you could tell before they even zoomed in on her.
Like, I thought she was. But now that we actually see her face up close, she white as hell. What's she know
has
about
gifts
voodoo?
from Queen Tabitha, it's fine. Well, let's run the gamut, man.
It's not mean, Slipknot. I would drop on my summon sign for help. Yeah, you're assuming that Polly won't just accidentally walk off some cliffs or something. She's a Creole. Well, I mean, yes, but... She won nasty ass Cracker Barrel. Where do we want to start? Where do we want to start, Polly? Blah, blah, blah. Where do we want to start, Polly?
Parley.
Well, ask her about voodoo. Start at the beginning. Let's just
start at the
roll on
beginning.
down.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
So, hoodoo.
Right.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Much of a voodoo yen's work is protecting her clients from the spell of others. I make special protective gree-gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
Yeah, she's a nutter. Maybe. Or maybe everything she's saying is completely 150% true.
Bum, bum, bum.
Extra true.
If I could lead Monk, Sinatra, and distract Sue through Blighttown, then I can lead Polly anywhere. Okay, I need you to link me this, Kyle, because I didn't know that you had actually played with them. I caught glimpses of them playing Dark Souls, but I didn't know that you led Monkey, Sinatra, and Satsu through Blighttown. Because I need to see that. If you played Dark Souls with those three, you're a braver soul than I thought you were.
This needs to be seen.
She wants the D, she really does. I don't know if Gabriel's gonna give it to her, though.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
He's got jungle
The
fever.
recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
I'll link it to you on Twitter. Appreciate it. I want to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see you going, no, Sinatra, no, not that. God damn it. He walked off the edge. All right, well, let's go get him, guys. Come on.
I want to see this.
Satsu's like, I ain't finna leave his ass. I ain't finna go to get him. Fuck him. I ain't finna go back down there with that thing that we just snuck past.
He would say it exactly like that, too.
And Monkey's like, he'll be fine. Let's just go forward. Speaking of which, and Sad Boy mentioned The Last of Us 2. Satsu actually did a really interesting review, a spoiler-free review of Last of Us 2. I tweeted it out. You guys can definitely check it out, see what he has to say on it. I found it interesting. That's all I'll say. Unfortunately, this isn't the call. This wasn't in a call, so no talking from me. But even better, so you're just like... And they're going, what? What are you trying to say? No, Kyle, we're not doing that. We're going to do this. I'm just tripping out of the idea.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I have told you all it is proper for you to know, Monsieur Knight.
They have a weird, almost dismissive way of saying, like, I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, pointing and flailing at the screen like watching a bad Let's Play, exactly.
Exactly.
While you were somewhat more responsive to my guidance with Deus Ex and Subnautica. Yes, because you were typing in chat. Let's ask her about the voodoo murders. What can you tell me about the voodoo murders?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible.
Oh.
There is badness there. Very bad.
Well, honey, people are being murdered. Of course there's badness there. Look here, darling. Down here in the South, we just say that's just... Them boys ain't right in the head. That's what it is. Murder is bad. Very bad, says Talik. Yes.
So you don't think the voodoo aspects of the case are fake?
Fake? Let me tell you about fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, is that fake? No. That is part of a voodoo yen's power. If people don't believe, there is not much I can do. But if they do believe, that is a part of my power too. But there are things, monsieur. Things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you. Believe it or not, but stay away from it.
You know who she would be asking about Carice Sancor? Should be asking her. You shouldn't do murder, okay? Okay. Sorry, I'm hyped right now. You're good, Shady. I want to ask her about Carice Sancor.
Do you have any idea what Caprice Sancor means?
No. No, I don't.
Bitch, yes you fucking do! Oh my god! These motherfuckers be lying!
Do you have any idea?
No. No, I don't.
Y'all so full of shit!
And hear her messing with her hair and nervousness.
What do you mean? Do you know something about the case?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antenna, Monsieur Knight. And I get a clear signal from that direction. Beware.
You lying-ass mother saltine. I know, right?
What do you mean?
I work hard.
Okay, repeats herself. Bless your heart. Bless your poor little heart.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is a fascinating city with many dark secrets.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is my favorite place in the world.
It's just very generic bullshit.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is my favorite.
Okay, you're repeating yourself now. To be fair, all of these voodoo murders going on, people are going to be evasive. Fair enough, but Cabrias and Cores, every time we've asked somebody about it, they're like, I don't know what you, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Oh, there's a door over there. I'm gonna go walk through it. Like, literally has been the response for anybody. Like, the guy who said it was just like, I didn't say that. And you're like, bitch, yes, you fucking did. And so he wouldn't tell us. So we've gone and literally asked every single person that has even remotely spoke French. And some of them, like, genuinely were just like, sorry, I just not up on my French. I know it sounds French, but I don't understand what it means. You know, others are like, no. I have no idea what that means. You know. What can you tell me about New Orleans? I like jambalaya. Fine.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in a church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild, and they wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice, sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John, sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
Special ceremonies are performed, and the Loa come to ride the faithful.
I'm sorry, she said they come to ride the faithful?
Come again?
Like as in a horsey? Honestly, though, helping them through Blighttown was the most fun I've had playing Dark Souls. I bet. It sounds like a lot of fun.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
There is no night more powerful to voodoo magic.
What's the significance of St. John's?
Bitch, you better say something relevant.
There is no night more powerful to voodoo magic.
Well.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh yes, she was the first of the great voodoo queens.
Bitch, say something relevant.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
She ruled voodoo in New Orleans for 100 years, they say.
They say.
Yeah.
The Loa come to ride the faithful, the trolls of the Warcraft be wanting a word with you, man. Well, I mean, I kind of, it was just the phrasing of ride the faithful. I was just like, it's a mystery game, everything can be relevant. It could be, but it usually when it is, it's like, ding, 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 ding. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. When some Yahoo gives Polydub lip, he gives him the back of his hand. He knows how to make out a line. He knows how to make out of. Damn it. He knows how to make an out-of-line punk regret life, no matter which side of the law he walks.
Well, it's probably not a good idea to slap around cops if that's what you were getting at.
I mean, maybe.
I'm fine. I'm starting to get a sense that this is an interestingly long play game. with the slowness with which everything is, coming out.
Yes.
Like, this game is new to me, right? I just had no idea it was like this long of a play. Like,
it's a lot of digging and investigation, and a lot of investigation in the sense that you want to exhaust all of your dialogue options to make sure that you get all the information, because you don't know what's going to be relevant until it pops up, and then it goes, oh, well, this is new. Let's dig a little deeper on this. But is that your way of saying that this might be a little long of a game for you, or?
No, not at all. What is making a lot more sense is the first time I heard of this game is over on Pushing Up Rose's channel, and she repeatedly made kind of stray references to remembering the first time she played this game when she was a kid, all night with the lights off, like until dawn playing this game, and it's like, yeah, I could see playing this game from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m.
And still not getting anywhere with it.
Oh, not necessarily. Like, trying to crack the moon logic puzzles, yes, but just like exhausting dialogue and keeping notes and then referencing back to your own tape recorded notes and stuff like that. Like, it's a long play gameplay, and I didn't think it was that long play. That's interesting.
Who is they? Can we meet them? They actually say stuff. Shady says, check your Twitter DMs, Jacob.
I saw. I'm leaving it alone.
Use the natural cuteness of an otter, Polly. You weren't slapping, you were waving.
Right?
Try slapping around cops. No, I'm an otter. I was just waving.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I'm sure a historian could help you with that, if you want to know more.
It sounds like a... You didn't ask about the animal mask, though, right?
I did not yet.
Because she's got some hanging up there. I'm wondering where that goes.
Let's ask.
Tell me about the animal masks.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore. They are too close.
Too close to what?
Just bad karma.
Tell me about the animal masks.
I don't know what else to say about that.
Have you ever heard the word Schottenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
Are you single? I mean... Are you open for business, if you know what I mean? Wink, wink.
How'd you get into this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame! I can see you know little of the world of magic.
Very little.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes. What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
Do you do anything else?
I am a voodoo yen, and that is plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
Okay, I was about to crack a joke about her OnlyFans, but let's move on.
How come no one ever says you can order that at Polly's Noir Bar? What's your natural hair color? How many voodoo yens are there?
How many voodoo yens are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course the level and the power of the voodoo yens differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in New Orleans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
Tell me anything at all.
I began studying voodoo more than 20 years ago. I am well versed in the magical art.
Tell me anything at all.
Many non-believers come to me.
Never mind, not
They
Creole.
are usually believers when they leave.
So that's what I was thinking. I thought she was supposed to be native Creole.
So y'all hear they're making Crash Bandicoot 4? I did not.
I did.
I was never really a big Crash fan. Even back then, I felt the game was far too linear for my taste. I'm like, if I want to play a platformer, I will turn on my Sega.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I've only ever played one Crash game.
Can we network Voodoo Yens together? Ooh. That sounds dangerous. Also, they're making Skate 4. That'll be interesting. I want to see the revival of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And I heard something about a remake. Or at least a remaster.
Tell me anything at all.
Dr. John sends me many seekers such as yourself.
My leg itches.
Tell me anything at all.
I am happy here with my clientele and my snake.
I'll give you a snake. I mean, what?
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in New Orleans. I came here from Kansas.
Okay, you're recycling dialogue.
I can't think.
Very.
Let's ask her about her gris-gris.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
Gris-gris.
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match, and a spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Rule of thumb, kids, avoid crossroads. Like, just don't fuck with crossroads. Like, seriously, I've watched Supernatural one too many goddamn times. Don't fuck with crossroads. Remaster is official. Trailer was dropped on YouTube. Nice. Yeah, how about not lighting sulfur? Just a suggestion. It's like, okay, my Voodoo Yen told me this.
Sounds like it might be a good idea.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
Here's an old hoodoo Dr. Gree-Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue, and if the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime will turn black.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
To send someone away, take a rotten egg and write that person's name on it 9 times. You can also write on it where you want to send that person to. Take it and throw it against his door at midnight.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
Here's a nasty one. To kill someone, get a sock or a shoe that belongs to that person. Put graveyard dirt in it and bury it under their front steps.
Does that work?
I don't know. I never tried it.
She's getting way too excited.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
I just went to a
ensure the safety of your child, cut a lock of its hair while it is still a baby and keep it with you. The child must have all its hair before it can die.
These are interesting.
They're very old. The gree-gree that I prepare is much more powerful, I can assure you, but I don't give out those secrets.
Give me an example.
All right. Here.
Okay, we already know that one. Okay, basically exhausted dialogue. But there is one thing I want to do. I don't know about you, Polly, but I'm thinking maybe she needs to see these drawings. So what games is everyone looking forward to? Cyberpunk 2077? I didn't even breathe between the thought. Weirdo. That spell is just using the mob tactics.
Does this mean anything to you?
These are magic symbols. Deep magic.
Really? Have you seen them before?
No.
Then how do you know they're magic symbols?
Seeker, my eyes are unveiled to see truly that which is in front of me.
Uh-huh. Thanks. Tons.
Cyberpunk 2077 will never come out. Yeah, well.
What are you talking about?
It's CD Projekt Red. I mean, they've had games they've delayed before, but it's fine. Will you play Sam and Max next? Ooh, you know what, Polly? I think you would like Sam and Max. We should get a Sam and Max game and play it after this. What do you think? It's a point-and-click adventure like this. You there, Polly?
He thinks he's muted.
Is
Says
he?
is muted.
Is
He
he?
is.
Why are you muted, Polly? Now we know Star Citizen. Yeah, I will agree. Probably won't come out. Polly, play the first and then work your way down to the last. Well, I had them on the Wii back in the day. Polly Dub. Mr. Dub is having technical difficulties. No, he hasn't wandered off. I think he's having technical issues. Oh no, the voodoo got Polly.
Voodoo got Polly.
Well, she told us kind of what we already knew.
Does this mean anything to you?
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
Jacob, have you seen CinemaSin's take on the Sonic movie?
Nope, haven't watched CinemaSins in years.
They used to be able to reference Duke Nukem, but then they released it and it was bad. We used to be able to reference Duke Nukem, but they released it, it was bad. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't, well, yeah, it was. It wasn't great.
Could you look at this and tell me if you recognize anything about it?
That's from those voodoo murders, isn't it? That has nothing to do with me.
Okay, she's very adamant that it has nothing to do with her.
Does this mean anything to you?
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
I don't like CinemaSin. CinemaSins is hit and miss. Yeah, I haven't really watched them in a long time.
Does this mean anything to you?
Threaten her with the
I
tweezers.
can be of no help to you, Seeker.
See, now you're thinking like Polly does.
Does this mean anything to you?
Be right back. Okay, you're right there.
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
Magenta Snake looks a little sickly, but Gabriel would still rather not stick his hand in the cage. Gabriel figures that many men have picked up things in Magenta's parlor, but he'd rather not.
No thanks. My dreams are bad enough.
Wonder if you could take the snakeskin somehow. Probably later. Show her the magnifying glass. She'll think it's voodoo magic. I don't like them because you can tell most of the time they're making a joke. You can't tell if they're making a joke or an actual criticism. Show her the D.
Fair.
Everybody wants to give this bitch the D. Magenta Moonbeam is wrapped in gauze and silks. She looks vaguely mysterious and mysteriously vague. Well, let's see. It's a large cluster of quartz crystals. It's not that easy to get a message from the crystal ball.
Later, Kyle.
Later, Kyle.
Off to record Half-Life.
Alright, since we are at like 2.5 hours and Polly has stopped responding again. I'm gonna save us right here. Actually.
Well, I guess I'll be gone now.
As you wish.
And we'll save on the street. You know, with the surname Moonbeam, I get more of a pothead hippie vibe instead of a witch. And a little bit. So she looks frumpy. Got it. Alright, kids. Unless Mr. Dub comes back like in the next 30 seconds. Is he still connected?
He's still here, but he's muted.
Oh, did he walk away? He might have walked away.
Yeah, I thought he would have said something though.
He probably thought he said something. He's like, I told you I was going to do it. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Good lord, I smell someone's fried chicken. Well, we're gonna start taking bets. Who thinks it'll take Polly 5 minutes to come back?
Be generous.
Who thinks it'll take Polly less than 5 minutes? And who thinks it'll take Polly more than 5 minutes? Not like 5 minutes on the dot, but like less than, more than, or more than 10. Back Prospero's talk about something political. As she's wont to do over on the Minions. 1 hour or more? Oh, he won't be gone an hour. If he was going to be on that long, he'd have disconnected. Remember, folks, the house, aka Eve's Streamlabs, takes 5% of all bets placed during the stream. No, I just wanted to see if you guys would bet. There's no, is there a comic book curation stream tonight? That's tomorrow night.
Yeah. Or Thursday.
Slipknot says, I'll take the over. Okay. Polly is abusing Jack. Well, he gets enough of that when he's on streams with Jack, so. So in the ambient noise, I keep hearing a voice that sounds like Polly. So over 5 minutes for Slipknot. Anybody else got any other bets they want to take? Over 5 minutes. So we're gonna time it. We're at 2 hours 38 minutes and 52 seconds. Jacob says over. 2 hours 38 minutes, kids. Remind me of that time when he comes back. So. I don't want to progress too much without him. I don't really want to go anywhere. The snake skin did seem important for later. Everybody's going with over.
I've known Polly for almost 3 years. They call it an educated guess.
You think it'll take over 5 minutes or over 10?
I don't want to go too far over, just on the rare chance he does come back before that. But again, I've known him as long as I have.
You guys says 30 minutes? No.
Goddamn.
Hella.
Oh, you all lost. He's only gone
lost.
2 minutes.
What?
You stepped away for so long that Eve put a bet on how long you were going to be gone, and everyone said over 5 minutes.
An unexpected phone call came in. I just
Didn't say, hang on a second, got a phone call. And mute.
I did not think we were going to end up talking that long. You know, women with their blah blahs.
You should have just left that at, women.
Well, it's just she
King
wanted
Arthur
to
says-
plan a particular night, and I was like, well, we're going to do it over. And now we got into discussions about what and when. So.
Oh, yeah. So what we're hearing is Polly's got a girlfriend.
Well, you never know what the future might hold, but no, not yet.
Yet, he says.
Well, you never know.
Just let me know when I need to back off on the flirting, okay? Because right now I'm single, you're single, we're both single people. I can just, say how much I'd like to climb you like a tree. But, if I said that while you're dating someone, that she might get jealous, and I don't want that, I don't want to create issues for you, Polly. You're my friend. I care about you, so.
That quasi happened the other night. A friend stopped by and saw that I was talking to some blonde girl. It was Weibo, and it's like, so who's that? Like, she doesn't. Like, she lives like.
Hey, Grace.
Hours
Here
and
I
hours and
am.
hours away. If you
Oh
were to drive all
boy,
night. Like,
party time.
So what?
So I hate to do it, but was there any particular information you were able to get out of the Kansas voodoo lady?
No, she didn't have shit. Like, I got a couple of new, the Gregory thing was interesting, but other than that, there wasn't really much information there. Not yet. I think she might be a resource later. I love how King Arthur's like, Polly took 30 minutes to start CBC. Honey. 30 minutes is doing good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Man, you guys are cold. Holy fuck.
Hey,
judgment.
I wasn't judging, but it's like 30 minutes is a miracle.
Hey, Polly, like I was telling Eve while you were gone, I've known you for almost 3 years. It's an educated guess.
Mm-hmm.
That what?
Sit up a little bit.
That you were going to be gone much longer than you were.
Yeah, I just it was a relatively quick little phone call, unexpected. I just no.
Yeah.
Our Polly has a woman demanding political science from him.
I want your political science.
Eve, climb him like a tree. You ride like a log, sends otters floating on their backs. Chaos Eve, the lady friend of Polly, will get so jealous she will lock him in the bedroom with her over a holiday weekend. Up close, he looks like Kevin Bacon. He does. I thought so too. King Arthur says,
going anywhere after leaving the Voodoo Ends?
No,
place?
I left and stood on the street for a minute and was like, okay, so let's see if Polly's gonna come back or if we're gonna end the stream now. And I thought maybe you'd had technical issues and just say be right back, phone call.
So we're back to see if Grace has any messages or research.
Well, I mostly stepped
Got a
in
minute,
here
Grace?
to
What's up?
silence the street noise because.
Okay.
But we can check our messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Okay.
I'm 6'2", King Arthur.
Sea otters are about 3 feet tall, says Assassin. So are you saying Polly is lying?
I'm just 3 otters in a suit. People have bought it so far.
Is this a noir game? Not quite. It's a detective
I'm outta
game,
here.
definitely.
Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Have fun.
Yeah, she wants the D. These women are thirsty. Yeah, I know. All these hoes be thirsty.
Did you show the sketches to Madame Moonbeam?
Yes, I did. She was like, "Oh, they're magical," and he's like, "Well, how do you know that?" And she's like, Well, they said, do you know what they mean? And she's like, no, not a clue. And he is, well, how do you know they're magical? My voodoo of arts reveals so much to me. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm such a great voodoo practitioner. Like, I just know things. Like, okay. Or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm deadly serious. I wasn't wrong. Alright, where do we go next?
Do you think there's any new doings over at... Do you want to go check out Napoleon's before we go check out the rich lady's place?
Yeah, sure.
Any streams over Napoleon's?
Now, you let me know when you gotta go, when you want to wrap up for the evening, so...
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh.
Whenever you're ready to be done. Like I said, last time I only ended because you had connection issues and you dipped out, so... And the time before that was because you had plans afterwards, and I realized that we were keeping you from said plans, so... You let me know when we're done, so...
Alright. See, okay, look. I get that the two chess players are there, because that's their shtick. They play every day. The bartender's there. The bartender's there because the bartender's there. But the man and the woman are back in the same clothes again the next day?
Why is that guy outside of every window?
Nothing like a good game of chess, huh?
Yeah, well,
I
this
think
isn't a
he's the
good
voodoo
game.
killer.
This is
The
torture.
drummer? Yeah.
Oh, well. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter. He's right, you know. So let me die in peace, would you?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
The drummer's always there. No, Polly is not Jim Medicare. That's an old meme, and it's kind of beat to death.
It's an old rumor that's been disproven. I forget how.
It's been beat to death for
Because
a
you
long
and
while now.
Medicare were in the same room or something at some point. I don't know.
I think I think I was streaming at the same
Have you
time.
ever
that
heard of Marie
Medicare started
Laveau?
streaming or
You
something?
were.
Sure.
Polly
And then
is
somebody
she on
suggested
Kind of
Medicare
the
stream was
saint of
pre-recorded.
voodoo in New Orleans.
Shady, why would you
Don't know
imply
too much
that
about her, but
Polly is dating...
tourists
or,
sure get
actually,
off
that
on
joke doesn't
all
work
that
anymore.
stuff.
No, I was thinking that Polly's cute, petite, and would be great fun to throw over my shoulder. Wait, no, this is not working out. I want that the other way around.
I'm taller than you are. Would it?
I was gonna say how, like, I think Polly would be insulted by the implication that he's dating Armored Skeptic, and then I remember that's not a joke that can work anymore.
Oh, you guys are okay. Fuck, because I'm watching on. It takes a while for stream.
It does.
To put the chats up. So you guys are always commenting on stuff that I only see like seconds later, and I just saw Shady say Polly is shoe on that. I'm like, oh, I get the fuck you guys are talking.
Yep.
Oh, that's why if I'm saying it out loud, yeah, it's because I'm reading it from chat. Polly is shoe on head. I remember that meme. Polly is scribe light. Less so. I don't see any way you could.
There was a meme that I was shoe on head.
I think I remember that meme was in relation to the Medicare thing.
Yeah.
He just put it after what Shady said.
Eve, how tall are you? I'm 6'1". Polly, are you secretly Medicare's wife, Jade? Medicare has a wife? Someone married him?
Medicare had a girlfriend, Jade, years ago. And it's still just, I don't know, lore specifically around Medicare never dies. Like, you know, stuff to talk about with him, particular points of reference, whatever you want to talk about. He hasn't been like years, man. Anyway, there's a lot of new stuff to talk about with the bartender. Holy shit. Look at all this.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
So, no.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
There's a voodoo museum in town. They'd know more about it than I do.
I think that was supposed to be the original direction over to Dr. John's place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, yes, but no. We knew about the museum already, but
Okay.
Marie Laveau's, we got that from the museum, so. Polly, you can open Twitch chat and set stream quality to low quality and mute it to see chat. Actually, you can set it to chat only if you want to, if you're doing it from the mobile app.
Really?
Yeah, there's a chat only option.
I got this screwed up. So is blue new or is green new? If you know what I mean. Or is white?
Green, these
white
down
is
here, these obviously the blue just seems to be general questions. These seem to be like specific only to the person you're talking to. The other colored ones, sometimes they're orange, sometimes they're green. You know,
we already asked him about the street musicians, right? And he said that they come and go. They're out there all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Never heard of it.
What about Sam and Voodoo? We never asked him about Voodoo, have we?
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Yeah, we did. I can play it back if we need to.
Okay, I must have missed it. Ignore me. Moonbeam. That's the best name for her.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl. And, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
So what has Sam...
That's about all I can remember.
Okay.
So what has Sam told you about...
Well, about 50 years. He went to a...
Okay, yeah.
There.
Wait, isn't that the kill the person Greek? Well, there's a lot of them that you can bury under someone's step. There's a lot of them that are similar. It really depends on what's in the pouch and what the intent is behind it. I don't know a whole lot about voodoo stuff, so don't quote me. Rapey much? Yes, but no. Like, I definitely get the implication. I don't necessarily agree because it's. I don't know.
What? Sorry, Eva, I lost the plot of what you were saying. You just trailed off. What?
Don't. Though he's saying, like, you know, the burying the thing under the doorstep to make the girl fall in love with you is rapey.
They can also bury your drawers in the front yard, and then you can't leave the house.
Yeah. So, not much new looks like here. Unless this guy's going to suddenly open up to us, but I doubt it.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax, friend. Buzz off.
What if you live on a houseboat or an apartment building? How do you point the spell at the right apartment building? Well, you just dig a hole in the floorboards under her apartment door, obviously. Just, like, lift up her doormat and stick your boxers... Oh, wait, no. That was Polly said something about underwear. Never mind.
Actually, it's a reference to Harlem Nights.
Oh, I was just teasing.
Eddie Murphy meets this Creole girl played by Jasmine Guy, and Red Fox says, "Oh, you don't want to mess with them voodoo girls. They can bury your drawers in the front yard, and then you can't leave the house." It's just like...
That's oddly specific.
Yeah.
Where do we want to go next?
Man, you need to get out the jungle with that voodoo shit.
Where do we want to look next?
Well, go to the rich lady's house, man. We haven't been there, right?
Did you just call
You got
me a
the
man?
address?
God damn it.
God damn it.
I think it's funnier to think that everyone in the apartment building is in love with them. It's more of a... I don't know. Potted roses mark the entrance to the house. The huge tree bears beards of Spanish moss. The front door of the Getty mansion looks unusually solid and heavy. The Garden District is famous for its elaborate old plantation homes and mansions. This particular mansion is impeccably groomed. Gabriel can't get inside unless that's what I was going to like knock. The knocker doesn't open. Oh my god. Oh, we have to use the knocker. That's so specific.
I like this graphic.
May I
Like for 90s
help
graphics, this
you?
looks great.
Oh, the house?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like old school games, okay? Leave me alone.
That's fair enough. No one's judging you.
Magazine subscriptions for sale.
Well, you're probably just going to get the door slammed in your face, but do it! Do it!
I have a fine selection of magazine subscriptions for sale. We do not welcome solicitors.
Yep.
Yep.
Called it.
May I help you?
I'm selling encyclopedias.
Encyclopedias? Go.
See if you can ruin your
away.
own game.
Go away.
Wait. Listen to that voice, though.
Okay.
May I help you?
That's also Tim Curry.
Is it?
Oh.
Good.
Are you tired of polishing silver day in and day out? We don't have silver. All our utensils are solid gold. Oh, just as I thought. A good day, sir.
I just want to see how bad I can annoy him.
May I help you? Please let me in. No. Go away before I call the police.
Well.
May I help you?
Butler is also Tim Curry. Yep. I thought it was Alan Rickman. No. No solicitors. What about other types of lawyers? Good old Tim Curry. Yeah, Tim Curry does the voice of our friend Gabriel Knight here. It's interesting to hear Tim Curry do like a southern accent.
Tim Curry's talking to Tim Curry.
Oh, I didn't mean to right click there. I skipped the dialogue.
I'd really like to see Malia Geddy. I told you that unless you have official business with Miss Geddy, I cannot let you in.
I do have official business.
have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
Oh,
I have some gree for sale. That's clever, Eve. I wouldn't have thought of that. Maybe that's the use of the coupon.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm trying out my ass here. Here we go.
I already own everything in... Does this do anything for you? No, it does not, sir.
That sounds like you're showing someone erotic photos, you know? Does this do anything for you?
No, it's not.
Okay, I have the door open, so yeah, let's talk.
Mind if I ask you a few questions? Yes, I do mind.
What would...
I've got important business with Miss Geddy. Yes, I'm waiting for some evidence of that, sir.
What do we got? Hair gel.
Come on, Eve.
Does this do anything
Look,
for you?
the
No, it does
mime.
not, sir.
Come on, I'm just trying everything. Exhaust your options.
Touche. Well, maybe the one of the pictures it'll be like, oh my God, this is Miss Getty's former male prostitute or something.
Does this do anything for you? No, it does not, sir.
About the letter,
What's the letter say? I forget.
Does this do anything for you?
It's in German.
No, it does not,
And it
sir.
was written to his grandfather from his grandfather's, like, I think
Wait a
his
minute.
father wrote
What
it.
about the crime scene photo? Because she stopped by the crime scene. Maybe the crime scene photo will, like, bitch, I know
Does
you
this
were
do
involved.
anything for you? No, it does not, sir.
But it might do something for fucking Madam What's Her Name. Go show her, Butler.
Does this do anything for you? No, it does not, sir.
Tweezers.
I'm
Does this
just
do anything
grasping
for
at
you?
straws.
No, it does not, sir.
He wants the D, says Shady. Everybody wants the D.
Everybody.
Does this do anything for you? No, it does not, sir.
He really wants the D.
It doesn't matter. Do you do anything for you? No, it does not, sir.
Oh.
Does this do anything for you? No.
What sketches do you have?
Does this do anything for you? No.
Of the sketches that he's taken,
Yeah.
just that one. Everything else is the ones that his father drew from the dreams.
Just as I thought.
I think I broke it.
Did you freeze the game?
No, I think it broke because he stepped away. He's like, just as I thought, good day, sir, while I had the book open. I think it glitched. Because I cannot seem to do anything now.
God damn it.
Alright, so we're going to close that real quick. Thankfully, I saved right after we left Madam What's-Her-Name's. So, Madam Moonbeams.
Okay. I looked up the solution.
What? No, don't look up the solution. We're not stuck yet.
You did?
Yes, because we spent 4 hours on a solution. We haven't tried everything yet.
I don't think you have the thing.
It's still not coming up, and it's driving me bonkers.
Don't look up the solution. Yeah.
I don't know what the magic formula is. All right.
Technology just bring an end to our stream.
So you can hear it, but you can't see it. Why are you like this? I don't understand. I see black. I know you see blackness. I'm trying to fix that. I know it's audio only, guys. I'm aware. I can see it on my own screen. I don't know why it's only audio. Like, it's desktop capture audio, so that's why you're... Okay, there. Hashtag I'm helping. You are. You are. Here we go. Alright. Everybody see?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Man, I'm just enjoying looking at you so I can care less about the game. God damn it. Yeah, we didn't really find out much new at Napoleon, so I'm not gonna bother going back there. So you're saying whatever it is we need, we don't have what we need to get in here, so there's not really much point in going back there yet, right?
No. Can I see the inventory intake in this again?
You need to see inventory? Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's go someplace we can get out of quickly. Wait, did I just see you blush? Damn, I'm good. That's what we've got.
Yeah, we ain't getting in.
That's what she said. I have an idea, though.
You came to the right place, Eve.
Did I?
I think so.
The electrician has left his tools behind. He must plan on returning. Hey, Officer Nutjob.
Got a second, officer?
I mean...
What can I do you for?
Robot eye. I mean...
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Can't say that I have, but it sounds dirty.
God damn.
Oh my
Do you know
God,
anything
Eve.
about animal masks?
Eve.
I see plenty of
Hang on a
masks
sec.
during Mardi Gras. Not many animals, though. Of course, there's plenty of animals underneath.
Say again.
All right, well, ask about Detective Mosley.
What were you gonna say?
Just we're never gonna get this. Like, I just read how to get the thing, and it's like
It's
Jesus
another one of
Christ,
those bullshit like things, right?
It makes the mime thing seem like relatively straight because the mime will follow you if you walk around enough, right? The mime will follow you.
I'm here
Like,
to see
theoretically.
Detective Mosley.
He's in his office.
Okay, we can't go on back.
Okay.
I have an idea.
All right. Shit,
So-
where was the guy with the tools? Where'd he go?
I don't fucking know. Where'd the fucking tools go? God damn it. That was my idea. I was gonna steal his tools and pretend to be an electrician.
Click on everything in that room. I like the way he did a little look around.
Mosley, my man. Knight, come on in.
He called him Mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the joke?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's bucking with him. Logs of unsolved cases, perhaps? Mosley must have 1 million of them. Mosley's desk has more growing on it than his head. And oh hi.
Yeah, I hate beef.
Mosley was one of those beefy guys in his youth. Now he's getting lumpy. The badge in the front of his coat pocket is set off particularly well by the gold polyester of his jacket. Mosley's office looks a lot like his dorm room at college. A microwave. If Gabriel knows Mosley, it's used exclusively for frozen corn dogs. Ew. Art prints of the mall variety. Hi.
Who's that? Frank's. What a babe, huh?
Mosley's my kind of guy. He's like, I know, right? She just like leans over and I'm just like, yeah, you keep them files right there, girl. Damn.
Arthras, is there a sequel to this? Yeah, 2.
Shag all the characters until the Pillow Talk reveals information about voodoo murders. Good night, Shady.
Night, Shady.
Have a good night.
Nice polyester. Looks like something Mosley keeps around for formal occasions. Moses' bookcase holds old magazines and binders. Hello, nurse. An intercom. How high tech. Oh, it's so cute.
So, how's it hanging, bud?
Lousy. I hate crime scenes. People are sick fucks. You know that, Knight?
I'm starting to get that impression. You been feeling okay lately? You look like hell.
Me? You know, I can't sleep at night, what with thinking about the case and thinking about Annie.
I can relate.
You say Annie?
Played any b-ball lately?
Does it look like it? I'm so out of shape I'd probably have a coronary just looking at a ball.
I'm out of it too. We should play sometime. Get back into shape.
Man, I'd love to, Knight. I'll let you know if things ever settle down.
Anything else new?
Just work. Sorry I don't have more time to chat, bud.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's
Was I
voodoo
right, or
that
is it-
goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this case. But the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all faked. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. I know. I asked some experts. It's intimidation tactics, that's all.
What can you tell me?
I told you, don't worry about that part of it. It's all faked.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots. Can you be more specific?
Whoa.
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scenes.
Footprints? Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be. But we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have. Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the
Damn.
Voodoo Murders case. Now, the first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The M.O. was the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
Pontchartrain.
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints, a few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Leopard fur?
Oh, shit.
That cannot be a coincidence. Oh, come on, click.
Describe the crime scenes. Now there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks and flour and blood. There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens. Also goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
And where can you buy feathers, candles, and chickens? At the voodoo shop.
Also Walmart. Well, yeah.
What's the coroner say? The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them. Lovely. Any idea what they do with them? Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death. The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger. Any witnesses? Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see, and so nobody sees nothing.
Dun dun dun.
Know anything about the victims? The victims are all out-of-towners. We still don't know why.
Hi, Kara.
Hey, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Belladonna would trigger a heart attack too. That's true.
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Sure, no problem.
Maybe Carol killed them. Maybe.
Ask him about the coffee, Eve. The coffee.
How about getting me some coffee? Coffee? You want coffee? Should that surprise you? Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies. So, I'm desperate. It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking. That long? All right, I'll go now.
Did it?
Don't touch anything while I'm gone.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Look at his coat. Look at his coat. Look at his coat.
Well, let's see. The suit doesn't operate. Okay. Pick up. It's not Gabriel's size or style. Open. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Here, drink it.
I think because I clicked open on the door. Maybe I should look around a little more, see if there's something I want to get into.
Mm-hmm. Did,
Old magazines and binders.
Didactic blurbs. Okay.
Yeah, police department memos and the didactic blurbs.
He's got plans.
Can I ask, How about getting me some coffee? What am I, your slave? Hey, I'm working my butt off here. Yeah, fine.
God damn.
Gotta call it a night, just stay out of the bayou, okay?
Problematic.
And logs aren't always logs. No, sir, they are not. You have a good night, Snowy.
Night, Snow.
Good night.
Some people are never satisfied.
Alright. Doesn't work that way.
Not me. I've seen how Mosley organizes stuff.
Damn, he comes back fast. Touch his desk just so much. Is it
Here,
something to do with
drink
his desk, or just am I just fooling around here? Polly.
Thanks.
Oh, do you want me to tell you?
Am I on the right track?
Yes, but you haven't done something in the outside office first.
Okay.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Ciao.
Ciao, baby.
So the guy was working on something there, right?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about flipping the switch, but...
There you go. Turn up to 90 degrees. All the way. Points. Now go talk to Mosley. Because it's going to get hot as fuck, and he's going to want some coffee. But there's other questions to ask him too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the temperature rises.
Dang, the air conditioning must be on the blink. Are you hot? Man, I'm hot.
Oh, that's the coat. Okay. He takes his coat off. I get it now. Now ask for
I wish she'd take her shot. I'm saying what?
I hear you. And she got that.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
So,
Do you have any idea what Caprice encore means?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
I
True
bet you
enough.
did, sugar. I bet you did.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
That's coming up, isn't it? We get some occasional weirdness in the quarter, but nothing much. Used to have a lot of strange things happen, though, or so I hear.
I really don't care about your opinions on New Orleans.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Ha! Is that anything like a Chuck Yeager?
I don't think there's any relation.
Is he Creole or Cajun? Neither, I think.
What's the status on the Voodoo murders case?
It's going. Can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
Now ask him for the coffee.
How about getting me some coffee?
No way. Enough is enough. Please, 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 pretty please. All right. Just shut the hell up. Some people are never satisfied.
Searches go. Searches go.
I am.
No, the code over the chair.
I know. I gotta select
okay.
the button now.
I think I'll just borrow this badge.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something
Like if you
crawling
wanted
on
to
it.
convince someone you were there for official purposes.
Yeah.
Just drink this.
Thanks. Tons. I mean it.
We are gonna get in so much trouble.
Does he have anything to say about the photographs or the sketches, the ground sketches?
That's a good point.
I copied those marks from the lake.
Really? Good for you.
Do you want to see my sketch?
No, we have our own copy, Knight.
Oh, okay.
Dick.
Seems like alright, bro.
Yeah, I am.
I have that murder photo you left for me.
Good. Just don't let anybody know I gave it to you.
I wouldn't show it to a soul.
Okay.
I'm showing it to literally everybody. I wanna do this one.
I have that photo of you graduating from the police academy.
Yeah, my mom loves that one.
All right then.
That tells me volumes about him.
I have this.
That's nice, but I'm busy with the real investigation, Knight.
Whoa, okay. Salt much?
Yeah, everyone in town is a little
Hey, I
snitch.
wonder what happens if I show him his own badge.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
It's like, oh hey, I found this. Alright, seriously though. There was more we could ask him.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you know anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those little marks around them. We got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure.
Okay.
People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you could see the file.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to talk to Officer Franks.
I got those photographs
Hell
you left for me.
Really?
I'll show her some photographs.
Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got any more ideas for photos for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and me? Together?
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down your masculinity.
Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer. Franks, come here a minute, would you? Bring your camera.
Oh, it's Franks. Okay. Hi, girl.
Hey.
How you doing?
What did you need, Detective
Oh,
Mosley?
look at that little shimmy she got.
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, huh, sweetheart?
Isn't Knight more masculine than that guy? Shh.
Sure, sweetheart.
Ooh, little shimmy.
Say, chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
How about one of me and Officer Franks?
I say we go with one of me and Officer Franks.
How about one of me and Officer Franks?
Gee, I don't know. Franks? Just kidding, Franks. You want to get me fired for sexual harassment, Knight?
Well...
Yeah, ha. Now, is there any...
Let's take another one.
Christ. Okay. One more.
This guy
Franks?
cusses a lot.
Ready? Smile.
Okay. Anything else?
A lot for a public servant.
Maybe this is when you need the hair gel, huh?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight. Make it fast.
Now just leave. Was Detective Frank somewhere outside that you got her to leave a place so you could, like, steal her shit or whatever?
I don't know. Gabriel would not be allowed access to that file cabinet. There's nothing on the copier to copy at the moment. Oh. I feel like we missed a step. Damn it, I always scroll past it.
If I want to open up.
I know you do. I know you would.
Would you just get in here?
I'm sorry.
Hurry up, would you?
Okay.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you got it developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Seemed like there was supposed to be a point to that.
I'll let you get back to it.
Later.
I have a feeling, but we have to go talk to Franks first.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
So, what's it like being a policewoman?
The glamour never ceases.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
You know, that uniform looks great on you.
Uh-huh. Is that a compliment, or are you asking to borrow my dress?
It's a compliment.
Well, you just never know around here. Thanks, but I'm married.
Oh.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Could you get me some coffee?
Are you speaking to me?
Why, yes.
Wow. Deja leave it to Beaver. I'm the police photographer, sir. You might be able to find someone around here dumb enough to get coffee for you. But guess what? It won't be me.
Oh, thanks, anyway.
God damn.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
It's a great uniform, but it would look better on the floor. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file? Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if he said so. There it is.
So how's the game
You can
going?
look at it all you want.
It's
but
going.
Don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
Oh, is it in my inventory? It's in my inventory. So, this is what we need. So, what we need to do is get a hold of this file, get her to take the picture, and while she's in the office waiting for me to do my hair or whatever, then we sneak back out here, photocopy it real quick, get her copy it in our inventory, and give her the file back. And we're just like, oh yeah, sure. That's what we got to do.
Okay.
Police file contains partial patterns in the first 6 voodoo murders. All right. So, can we go into Mosley's office with it?
Don't leave the room with that file, please.
I'm done.
Yeah, thanks.
Does she put it away? She does not put it away. Oh, why is this going fast forward all of a sudden? That was weird. Frank Mosley is voiced by Mark Hamill? No way.
Really?
I don't believe you.
Can I ask you about some stuff? You're the right... I got those photographs you left.
So you said.
Let's take another cop Arthur shot. What for? I don't think we got your best side. Really? Okay. I'll have Franks come in again.
Franks, come back in here with that camera.
Michael Dorn, aka Worf, voices Dr. John. Yeah, that one we knew. That's not Mark Hamill, though.
Now what, sir?
I don't know.
Clam
Maybe
wants
it is
another
because Mark
picture. You
Hamill's
don't
pretty
mind,
goddamn
do
good
you?
at doing a range of different voices. It's pretty impressive to me.
Of course not. What else could I possibly have to do?
Anything else, Knight?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
All right. Let's see on this roll.
It's young Mark Hamill before he got a gravelly voice. Well, yeah, I know what young Mark Hamill sounds like. I did watch the original Star Wars games.
Let me see that file again. Just want to check this machine here.
You see rubbernecks both directions 5-6 times. That's great.
Silver Bullet Mark Hamill. Hi, Johnny Hellcat.
Hey, Johnny.
The guy at the desk is just oblivious. Yeah.
It's oblivious as fuck.
I love it. It's great.
Alright, and in our inventory now should be a nice, sweet little photocopy of the stuff. So, Gabriel has a photocopy of the official police file containing the partial patterns from the voodoo murders.
Nice. Sweet.
So that'll help us later, I'm sure. Just leave.
Would you just get in here?
Lee Remy as Grace. Why do I know that name? Leah Remy?
Hurry up, would you?
Okay, ready.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you got it developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
King of Queens! Oh my god! That Leah Remy. Okay, well, I think that's all we needed. Do we think we need any more stuff from Mosley?
I don't think so.
Okay. We can always come back and ask him more questions later. Yeah, she's
Well, I'll be seeing
big
you.
anti-Scientology
Have a
person.
good one.
She's the one who came out and was like, yeah, they're shit, they did this and this and this. Alright, we got the goods, kids. So you want to go to your girlfriend's house? I mean, Miss Geddes' house. Her estate. You know you identify with him a little too much, Polly. Come on.
Who?
You.
Gabriel Knight?
Yeah. Why would those two objects have no effect on each other? Makes no sense. Him with his jungle fever and all.
May I help you? I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you. I do have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business. My name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business. Really? How interesting. Wait here. I'll inform Miss Giddy.
Miss Giddy.
Miss Giddy, we'll see you. Right this way. Miss Giddy will be down shortly.
God damn it.
It's like he can't make up his mind whether he wants to do a southern accent or a British accent.
Yeah,
Miss Giddy.
Oh, wow.
Why you got a fire going in the middle of the Louisiana summer, lady?
Visual effect.
What can I do for you, Detective?
Oh, a lot, sweet cheeks.
Oh, baby.
God damn.
Beautiful women. They must be relatives.
They are.
Beautiful women.
They are.
Undoubtedly proof that there is a God. Romantic.
I like firelight, Detective.
Roses and gardenias give the air a sweet taint. God damn, this is like...
Ask about her sweet taint.
Just fuck her already. Wait, hang on, we just got here. We haven't even officially said hello. Leilani Jones is Malia Getty. That's some large tracts of land. EP's a southerner putting on a posh British butler accent. It's layers upon layers. Harvard classics, Homer, Virgil. Maybe Malia wouldn't be impressed by a signed copy of one of Gabriel's novels.
Modern art?
More or less. It's a Picasso.
Ming Dynasty, perhaps?
Nice statue, I like it.
Thank you. It's The Rebellious Slave by Michelangelo.
So the lay's loaded. Got it.
This is quite a place.
Thank you. It's been in the family a long time.
Done anything exciting lately?
I'm sorry, but I'm very busy. Can we get to the point?
Oh, well, the point is in my pants. Let me pull it out.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Giddy?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
Oh. Look at her.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the voodoo murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced?
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh. Well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
Oh, yes.
God damn.
I can imagine very many things. We got to, Polly.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that. Brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job.
Whew.
The spice?
Are you sure you can't tell me anything about voodoo?
I really don't know much about it. Isn't there some place in town that you can find out about that sort of thing? A museum or something?
I believe there is a museum.
Then maybe you should check there.
That's very, direct. Why are you giving me a description of the second game?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you
What do you know
copy
about
pasted
the
that.
voodoo murders?
The murders? Only what I read in the papers.
And what do you read in the papers?
I'm sure you know much more about it than I, Detective.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The murders?
And
I'm sure
tell me about your life in New Orleans.
the Getty family came to New Orleans in 1800. We worked very hard to get where we are. On the other hand, we've done a lot for this community.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot for me right now.
That's my boy. That's my boy. That's the way you should follow up every last thing she says, brother.
Tell me more about New Orleans.
I'm afraid I don't get out into New Orleans society much. Because of the Getty money, we have slots in the best country clubs and on the best Mardi Gras courts. But I must admit, I hate it. I avoid actually making an appearance unless it becomes absolutely necessary.
I know about those courts. They're very exclusive.
Yes, especially when it comes to people of my race. That's why we don't turn down the appointments. It's a rare opportunity to rub their noses in it. But that's not where I spend my time. I have more important things to do with my life.
That's admirable. Many women would love the chance to get caught up in that kind of life.
I'm not any kind of woman you might be familiar with.
Yes, I can see that.
Ask about Lake Pontchartrain. Why are you showing up in murder scenes, lady?
I was gonna ask her about Cabri Sankor, but
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake, and I do spend quite a bit of time out there. I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police. I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
Malia, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out. Robert? Show Mr. Knight out, please.
I most certainly will. Thank you very much. I had a lovely time. Ah, shit.
well, that didn't go well.
Well,
no shit. But we did. I think we got her all fired up by asking about Lake Pontchartrain. What are you doing rolling by in your limousines at murder scenes, lady? You suppose you got nothing to do with? You never make appearances unless it's absolutely necessary. Why is it necessary if you show up at a murder scene? I think you're whacking out people you don't like and trying to blame it on voodoo.
I'm a little miffed that she cut me off. I had more questions.
Knock on the door again. Show the badge. I'm Detective Mosley.
I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Miss Getty is busy, officer, and has instructed me to wish you good luck. That is all. If you'll just tell her goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
You should have. I did flirt. There's not gonna be any sex. What? It's not that kind of game. I did flirt with her, and she was like, yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, but why are you here? Aren't you a police officer? Shouldn't you be asking me about the case? Which is exactly how that works. You know, I did flirt, but... Anywho. Well, that went swimmingly.
I save the game right now, just to...
Huh?
I'd save the game right now, just to improve it. This isn't like the Colonel's Bequest. Like, there's like 1,000 ways to die in the Colonel's Bequest just by like, you look in a mirror for too long, it shatters in your face and cuts your throat. Like,
Hello,
you know what I mean?
beautiful. It's me.
Hello.
Oh, joy.
She assaulted bitch.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Massages.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I'd really rather not hear about your sex life, Knight.
Damn!
Oof.
But just so you know, King Arthur, flirting with a woman does not necessarily lead to sex. Sometimes flirting with a woman leads to you getting slapped. You have to know when. Or just be shameless about it like I am all the time.
If you want that kind of game, there's hentai games out there for you, okay, Arthur?
Tim Curry doesn't return to the second one. What about flirting with a man? Yeah, no, that'll pretty much work anytime. Right, Polly? Oh, wait. Polly's a bad example. Because he constantly rebuffs my advances.
Rebuffs.
Completely ignores and dodges my advances. Is that more accurate?
Is that what's happening?
Yeah. You just go, oh, look at this lovely tree over here.
Is it my fault that my house is full of trees?
Exactly.
Okay.
Assassin says Polydub is unstoppable when he is on the case. He never lets a dame with legs that go all the way up give him sass when he needs to know the score. He has not been above giving a snarky dame a slap when she needs it either. Hey, look. I'm a lot of things, but I'm definitely a snarky dame, I think. But motherfucker puts his hands on me, he gonna get hands put back on him, and not in a fun way.
I gotta say, Assassin, this is quite an in-depth fanfiction you're writing about Polly.
It's pretty accurate so far.
God damn it.
See you later.
Have fun.
Where do you think we should go next, Polly?
To the save function, because it's probably time to end the stream.
Oh, well, you didn't say that.
Well, I know. I am now.
Okay.
Well, I've been playing for a good minute. By minute, 3 hours.
Almost 4.
Hey,
well,
Grace,
3 hours we've been playing.
Here I am.
Yeah, that was the
I wish you
hour
wouldn't wear
before
that
we
coat.
started.
So.
Isn't it convenient the game's happening in June and it's June?
Isn't it, though? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the new follower. I think I got a new follower tonight. I think it was Talek followed. But also, thank you guys for the donations. Like, in the past and for tonight. Like, you only did that to make me cry, and fuck all of you guys, but also thank you. I couldn't, I say this all the time, I couldn't be more grateful, but seriously, I don't know how to say thank you enough to you guys.
You have struck her wordless. Well done.
It's true. So, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out. Thank you for the donations. Thank you to the new follower. Thank you to Mr. Polydub for coming and hanging out and for suggesting we do this in the first place, because it's been a lot of fun playing this game.
Woohoo! It has been.
When we actually made progress because we figured out where the fuck to go. So, thank you to Jacob and Fritz who hung out in voice chat with us. If you like what I do on this channel, share with your friends. If you like my awesome intro music that was done by Mustafa the Savage. If you like my amazing channel art that was done by Miss FarZoosme, you can find their links in the description below. I will be back. I'll be back streaming tomorrow night on Golden Age Radio. There's a link to that down in the description. Me, Miss Talita Constantine, and Mr. Race Jacobson will find ourselves over there shooting the shit. If Tally decides to sleep again, we'll probably, Race and I'll probably end up playing games and streaming it. So, but yeah, we're gonna be over there having fun. Come hang out. In the meantime, that's gonna do it for us tonight, kids. So,